All right, what's up, everybody? I am going live today. We're doing Ask Me Anything, meaning you can ask me anything about how to build your career in 2023 in the music industry, and I'm going to answer if I can help you. Okay, I'm going to go live on Instagram, and we're going to be going live on Facebook. So we're going to be doing a little bit of both here. So let me turn on my Instagram and let's go. Sweet. It's like hair that's like sticking up. All right, hey everybody, Christine Morel here. Happy holidays. I'm so excited. The new year's coming up. How exciting is that? And I wanted to do a special today, and I call these Ask Me Anything. You may have seen other people do that, do something like this. But basically, I'm just here answering any questions that you guys have about building your music career. If there's anything that I can help you with, I'm here to answer any questions. And let me type this in here as well. If you DM me Christmas. Okay, let me write this down. DM me the word Christmas. Sorry, guys, I'm typing this. Christmas to get 85% off. 10,000 music industry contacts. Okay, let me just put this there because this is only going on for another 3 days, just so you guys know. Okay, sweet. All right, it's pinned there at the bottom. I got a compliment. Someone said nice hair. Thank you. I appreciate that. So if you're joining, I have Instagram here, I have Facebook over here. We're doing a Ask Me Anything type broadcast. And what that means is if you have questions about how to build your music career, if you have questions about how to release your music, if you have questions about how to reach out to booking agents, anything like that, please let me know. And let's talk. All right. So I got, and then for those of you that are just joining as well, if you DM me the word Christmas, you'll automatically get a link. All of my music industry contacts, including the college, radio stations that play independent music, the booking agents that book, artists and bands for paid shows. I got a list of publishing agents that get your music on movies and film. All of the music industry contacts that I have are 85% off. That's about to end very soon. It's ending in just a couple days. So DM me the word Christmas so that you can take advantage of that. And let me see over here if there's any questions coming in so far. I got Facebook and YouTube over here. And then I have Instagram over here. So let me know if you guys have any questions in the chat box. If not, I'll just start kind of rambling on some cool stuff that I've learned in my music career. Pregnancy Land says, do you have a team and when did you get one? A lot of people think that you have to have a team to succeed. I don't have a manager. I don't have a record deal. I don't have anything like that. But if you guys know anything about my life, I've toured the world. I've done 2,500 shows on 6 different continents. And I just charted. I had a song that charted 48 on the pop charts and number 8 on the Latin charts. Different things like that. Really, I'm like a person that's all about being independent and doing things on your own so that you don't have to rely on other people. And also because sometimes it's hard to make money in the music industry, right? And so what's nice is if everyone's taking a chunk, you're left with almost nothing. In my life, I've done multiple 7 figures as an independent artist, and I've made more money than a lot of major artists. Thank you so much, Heaven. You're so sweet. Appreciate that. Than a lot of people that are signed to major record deals. But if you understand, I'm not having to give like 10% here, 20% here, 30% here. I'm not having to do that. I'm able to keep all of my money and I'm able to stay independent and maintain creative control. I do what I want. If I don't want to do a show, I don't do it. So that kind of thing is like one thing that I would say is to really like teach yourself how to do those things and also just connect with the right people. You can connect with the right people without having like a team that's on salary, for example. So I'll give you an example. Like I've worked with booking agents my whole life, not my whole life, but like a good portion of my career. And booking agents are kind of like my team, but I don't pay them unless they book me shows. So they don't get paid unless they get me paid. So that's kind of more like a partnership, right? It's a little different, which I love. And booking agents are a huge thing because for me, I'm just busy. I'm doing other things. And so for them to be able to book me paid shows and while I'm working on other stuff, right? Like while I was creating my music, while I was in the studio, or while I was just living, it's really nice to have booking agents that can book you paid shows. So that was a really big advantage. And actually, that's one of the lists that we give right now. I have a list of more than 800 booking agents around the country that book paid shows for artists, rappers, bands, DJs, all kinds of different acts. And so if you DM me the word Christmas, so DM me the word Christmas, and you'll automatically get a link to learn about our list of thousands of music industry contacts, which includes the booking agents. I'd say that was probably, honestly, getting a booking agent was probably the most life changing thing for me, because you can make so much money off shows, and you don't have to have a record deal. You don't have to have a manager. You don't have to hit song or anything like that. And I always recommend people incorporating cover songs into their shows. Because if you're doing just original music, a lot of these venues, they'll only pay you if you're famous, or they'll only pay you if you're bringing in people. And let's say you're just starting out, let's say you don't have a fan base yet, they're not willing to pay you normally. But a way to get around that, where you can start making money really fast, is if you incorporate cover songs. And there's a lot of booking agents out there that book for casinos, bars, restaurants, all kinds of cruise ships all over the world, and they especially can get you paid, and paid fast, if you incorporate cover songs into your music. So I definitely recommend getting a booking agent. You only need one good one, can change your life. I've had one good booking agent that booked me more than $650,000 worth of shows, just one. You don't need a lot, you need one. So DM me the word Christmas, and then I'll send you that link. I think if you comment on here Christmas, I think you get it too. I think if you comment, you get the link as well. So, all right, so let me see here. Oh, that's so funny, block user. Okay. And then if you guys have any questions from here, Pregnancy Lance, what's your morning routine like? I'm a workaholic. I wake up, I make my bed, I take a shower, I clean my house, and then I just get straight to work. Like, that's what I do. I'm not really like I don't lounge, I don't watch TV, I don't do anything. If any of you know me, I just work all the time. So I'm not a musician anymore. Now I work full time helping other musicians. So, like I said, the lists that we make, like the music industry contacts that we create for artists, they take months and months to put together. So just keeping up with the resources that we have, I do a lot of events and those sorts of things. So I'm just working all the time, but I love it. I love being in the music industry. I love working with artists. I love working with musicians. I'm just not a performer anymore. I did 2,500 shows all over the world, and it was super awesome. And I had a good time, but I'm done with that part of my life. And now I'm on to the life where I help musicians like yourself. So, Real Woody Kid said, red hair though. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining in. We've got a few different people that are joining in. If you're here, I think it ends in 48 hours, actually. If you DM me the word Christmas, or I believe if you comment the word Christmas on this, you also get a link to a list of my booking agents that can book paid shows for you, a list of festivals that pay artists to perform, a list of publishing agents that get your music on movies and film, and a list of college radio stations that can play your music. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the coolest thing about college radio stations, they're one of the only radio stations that will actually play your music. Major radio doesn't usually play independent music. College radio does, though, because the thing is, what a lot of people don't know is, and this is good for you guys to know, because a lot of you don't even know this, college radio not only loves to play independent music, but they also love to interview you, and they love to book you for shows. So if you're booked somewhere, if someone's playing your music at like a college radio station, you can actually reach out to the college and also get booked for a show there. And if you guys don't know about this, college shows, the cheapest I've ever seen them pay an artist to perform is $800. They pay very, very well. Colleges pay very, very well. At the least, it's $800. And that's, how many of you guys would like to get paid $800 for a show? Now, you got to be talented. You got to be good. You got to have a good show, right? But to know that, like, on this low end, you could make $800, like, it's incredible. So Pregnancy Land says, do you have any mentorship programs for your ads? Do you mean how I teach people how to make ads? If that's what you're talking about, if you go to freeadscourse.com, go to freeadscourse.com, and this is directed towards Pregnancy Land. Yes, I have a free ads course, and you can join there and you can stay updated, because I will have a mentorship program very soon. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I am going to be doing a coaching program probably in February or March, and I'm going to be working really heavily with business owners, creating ads. So yeah, and that's going to be like super fun. Really, really fun. So Ted Z Creator says, should I get my music copyrighted before I submit? It's always good to have your music copyrighted, guys. I wouldn't be like, I'm not obsessed about copyrights, but if you are, I always get my music copyrighted, but I never go like, I'm not showing anybody my music until everything's copyrighted because somebody's going to steal it. Like, I'm not obsessed about stuff like that, but still get it copyrighted. If you go to copyright.gov, you can copyright it in like 5 minutes. It's so fast. So, if you want to do that quickly, go ahead and do it. Um, and before you start sending out your music. So, for those of you that have just joined, if you DM me the word Christmas, you can get my list of music industry contacts and publishing agents that can get your music on movies and film, college radio stations that play music from independent artists, festivals that pay artists to perform, and gosh, what else? Booking agents that book paid shows. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have, because really going into 2023, I always tell everybody it's really important for you to have a strategy, because so many of you are making really great music and then you don't know what to do with it after that. And you're assuming that if you just post it on YouTube, that like good stuff is going to happen. And it's possible, right? It's possible that you're going to throw something up there and magic happens. But it's also possible that you could win the lottery. But none of you are just relying on buying lottery tickets, right? So it's really good to have strategy. It's really good to have like a process, right? And so a big thing for you guys, if you're talented and you have good music, or you're really good on shows, if you're really good on stage, then all you have to do, guys, really what's standing between you and like booking shows, or what's standing between you and making money with your music, is really just knowing the right people. And then that's mainly why I put together these lists. So for some of you that are here, actually put in the chat box, put me. If you are someone who knows that like your music, you've created something awesome and you know that it should be on like a movie or a film or a commercial or something like that. Aaron Too Fresh says this is not a scam, right? No, it's not a scam. I've been doing this for forever. If this was a scam, I would have been shut down a long time ago. Capo Wasted said, "Yo, I really rock with your movement. Keep it up." Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate that. Let's see here. We've got a few people requesting to be in my live video. I can't allow anyone in the live video, guys. I'm sorry. I'm here answering questions for everybody. All right, everyone's putting me. Perfect. Okay, and that's what I was like. So many of you guys have music that's like excellent. Like I've heard, like there's probably more talent in this room than like what's playing on the radio all day, right? How many of you guys have turned the radio on and you're like, God, this music is so bad. Why are they on the radio right now? Like, how come they're on the radio? How come they're making music and I'm not? And they're getting paid to do it. How come, this person's on stage and they're not, and I'm not. I mean, and you notice that a lot of them aren't really talented. But let's be real. And this is something to think about. When you go to McDonald's, are you expecting to have the best burger you've ever had in your life? You're not. You're not. This is not the best burger. A 5-year-old could make a better burger than McDonald's, right? But you know that it's consistent. You know that you can go there, and basically for them, they've created a great business, right? They have locations in the right places. They've got employees. They do marketing and advertising. When you're going to McDonald's, you're getting a shitty burger, but you go all the time anyway. A lot of you guys. I had McDonald's the other day, and it's the same thing with the music business. You can't get mad at a musician who's successful, even though they're not as talented as you, but they were willing to take the steps that are required to be a successful artist. They're willing to be a musician. They're willing to treat it as a business, right? Because it's a music business. It's not just music, it's music and business. And so you have to treat it as a business. Otherwise, it's just an expensive hobby. And it is expensive. It's expensive to mix music and master music and shoot music videos. It is expensive. So for you guys that are here, you have to treat it like it's a business. And that's why I make these resources for you. That's why we make these lists for you, so that you don't have to do as much work. It just saves you a lot of time. We basically compile tons and tons of information and put it all into one place for you so that you don't have to worry about it. So for those of you that are just joining, Alexander says, please help. Goddess Renia says R&B period. Oh my God, I love R&B music. Yes, yes, yes. For those of you that are just joining, DM me the word Christmas and you get 85% off of 10,000 music industry contacts. It's booking agents that can book you paid shows. It's festivals that can that pay artists to perform. Ebo Creator, thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's college radio stations that play music from independent artists. These are college radio stations that if you send them your music and your music is good, they will play your music. This is publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. We were talking about that earlier. And this is it's an excellent choice for you guys that are wanting to turn this into a business and not just a hobby anymore. Like you don't want to do this as a hobby. So I recommend, Jada Paz says, is it okay to work with multiple agents? Yes, it is. So I've worked with multiple agents, especially if like, let's say one agency books cruise ships all over the world, right? You're going to need that agency. But let's say you also want to book shows locally, then you need to find a local agency, you know? And so there's nothing wrong with working with multiple agents. You do have to find out. Most of them, it just kind of depends. Some of them have like a, you know, you only can work with me, you know, clause in their contract, and some of them don't care. It just really depends. So did I pronounce your name right? Renia. Did I say it right? I don't even have, did I? At first it kind of looked like Reina from where I was, but it said Renia. So I try not to butcher everyone's names, but sometimes it's hard. JG Ray says, hey, Christine, do you have an affiliate program for this? I do. If you DM me and ask about it, I can give you some more information for it. Pregnancy Land says, what do you think the best state for collaboration is? There's not a best state. I will say, though, there's definitely some cities, like the major cities are easier to like book shows at and find other musicians, right? If you live in the middle of Nebraska, it might be hard to find other musicians to collaborate with. So bigger cities are usually easier. But because everything's based online now, like you can do anything. Like you don't necessarily have to be in the room with anybody. Like I'm in New Mexico right now, guys, like in the middle of nowhere. Like I'm literally like, if you guys saw my story earlier, I'm literally out in the middle of nowhere driving through cows. Like there's no Wi-Fi. So I'm literally like, I booked a hotel so I could be here with you guys. Whereas when I stay with my family, it's literally out in the middle of nowhere. Yet I'm here able to talk to you guys. And so for you guys as a musician, now this is like the best time you could be an artist, is being able to reach the world with your music, no matter where you are, which is really awesome. All right, Stanley, you texted Christmas. Okay, sorry, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, you won't automatically get the link. So here is the link. Okay. You only automatically get the link if you're on Instagram over here. So I have my Facebook and YouTube over here, and I have Instagram over here. So it's Dark Rose says, do you help people get booked for shows and tours? So there's two ways that we help people get booked for shows and tours. If you are a cover act where you just do cover songs and you want to do cruise ships, that's all that we book right now. My agency only books cruise ships for cover bands and cover acts, meaning you only sing cover music, okay? If that's you, you can go to musichustler.com and you can apply. If that's not what you do, let's say you do original music, you do cover songs, you want to do stuff locally and not travel on cruise ships, then I have my list of booking agents, and there's more than 800 of them that book locally, that book casinos, bars, restaurants, weddings, corporate gigs. If you guys know anything about corporate shows, those can pay thousands of dollars. And if you DM me the word Christmas, so if you just literally just DM me, like just get in my DM, shoot me the word Christmas, you'll get information on the list of booking agents. It's more than 800 of them. And so I would definitely recommend, if you're wanting to do shows, get a booking agent. It's going to be amazing. It's Dark Rose says, I need that list of booking agents. Yes. And by the way, guys, the price is going up in 3 days. So if you don't buy it now, it's going to be a lot more expensive. Right now, it's only $47. It's 85% off. So if you buy next year, for you to have access to these lists, it's going to be $600. They're very expensive for us to upkeep. There's a lot of maintenance and a lot of things that we have to do to keep them updated, and prices are going up. And so if you want them right now, it's 85% off. It's only $47. You need to DM me the word Christmas. Okay. If you just DM me that, you'll automatically get the list. Okay. So Alexander says, I make music just for soundtracks and movies. That's awesome. Okay. So if you make music just for soundtracks and movies, then what I would say is the list that you're going to really pay attention to whenever you DM me the word Christmas is you get this list of publishing agents and music supervisors. And I don't know if you know what those are, but basically what they are music supervisors. What they do is their job is they get paid. Their job literally is to go out and find artists like yourself. And they love independent artists, by the way, to get music like from yourself and put it on movies and film and commercials and TV shows and video games and all those types of things. Now I'll tell you why they love independent acts, because people are like, don't I need to have like a big following? Don't I need to have like a big, fan base? Does it make sense? I don't have any followers on TikTok. I don't have any. Okay, don't worry. They don't care if you have any of those things. They don't care if you have a big following. They don't care if you have um, a TikTok following. They don't care about your Spotify. They don't care about anything, those things. They care about if your music is good. If your music is good, then they love to work with independent artists because it's cheaper and more affordable to pay an independent artist than it is to pay a major artist. And if they have to pay a major artist $100,000 to use one of their songs, they're way happier if their budget is small, if they can pay $5,000, right? Now, for a major artist, a major record label might be like, no way, we're not going to let you pay us $5,000. That doesn't even pay for our costs. But think about you as an independent artist. Imagine getting a $5,000 check for your music. Or maybe even if you just got like $25 every time someone played your song on a movie, on a TV show. Let's say that TV show played twice a week. Wouldn't that be nice? Or 3 times a week, just to get a check, like $50 to $75. That's just one song on one movie, on one TV show, right? So you might get $50 every week. So that could be like $250 every month. Well, throughout the year, that's a few $1,000s. Now, let's say that same music supervisor likes your song and puts it on another TV show. And let's say that TV show pays you $300 every time the show pays. And let's say another big show, you get placed on a TV show that like blows up. And now you're getting paid like thousands and thousands of dollars a year for a song that you had to only make once. That's the power of publishing. That's the power of getting your music on movies and film, is that you can get paid forever. I always tell everyone, imagine the people that did the song for Friends. Remember, Where Everybody Knows Your Name? God, I can't even imagine how much money they're making right now off that. And they're not even doing anything. It's just been playing forever. So if you DM me the word Christmas, and you'll be able to get all of our music industry contacts, including the music supervisors that can get your music on movies and film for 85% off. And the price is going up, guys. It's only $47 right now. For you to have access to it next year, all year, it's going to be $600. It's a lot more. It's not just a little bit more. It's a lot more, because we're keeping these updated. We're doing a lot of updates on this. We're doing a lot of different restructuring. We're doing a lot of really cool things that I'm excited about, but it's just going to be more expensive to access. So for you guys right now, they're on. It's only $47. Okay, let me see if there's any questions here. Andre Brown says, I learned so much from you. Thank you for being real and a genuine person. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's so sweet. Okay, I got to screenshot that. I'm screenshotting that, saving that. I have a nice little folder where I put when people say nice things and I save it. Okay, awesome. Let's see. I'm seeing if there's questions. Sorry guys, I'm going back in this. I make music for soundtrack movies. I do a lot of corporate gigs. DJ Sir Charles, that's awesome. Then you know the power of corporate gigs. Corporate gigs can pay thousands of dollars, which are awesome. Creative Vision says, Christine, I want to buy it now. Okay, awesome. Just DM me the word Christmas. So if you DM me the word Christmas, you'll get it 85% off. Reminder, if you guys do this later, it's going to be almost $600. It's only $47 right now. Onahiten says, we just send the agents our EPKs, correct? Okay, good question. You would send your EPK, but you need to make sure that the information that you have in your EPK is correct. So one big thing that I just want to make sure that you do when you send to the booking agents is send them a promo video. And your promo video, don't send them like 10 links. Don't put 10 videos. Send them one video and have all your live performances in there. So if you're trying to get booked for live performances, you need to have video of you doing live performances. Can you get booked off of your music videos? You can, but it's harder because they don't actually know what you look or sound like on stage, okay? I would say if you have music videos, include them in your booking video, in your promo video, but make sure you have videos of you singing and performing or rapping and performing or playing your music and performing, even if it's just in your living room. They really want to hear and see what you sound like. Okay, It's Dark Rose says, I'm buying it. Awesome. Just DM me the word Christmas and you'll get the link. And for those of you that are just joining, it's if you DM me the word Christmas, you get 85% off music industry contacts. And that's booking agents that'll book you paid shows. It's publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film and commercials and TV shows. You also get a list of college radio stations. And again, if you guys know anything about college radio, those are the ones that will actually play your music. And by the way, like if they like your music and you said, hey, I'd love to come in for an interview, they'll interview you. Sometimes they'll even book you for shows. And like I've mentioned before, colleges don't normally pay any less than $800 for a show. They pay very well. And then they can pay into the thousands very easily. I have a group right now. Actually, if you go to the top of my Instagram, there's a group right now performing at colleges, and they're getting paid $2,000 to $3,000 a show. and they're paying for all their flights and their car and their food, and they're covering all of their expenses. And simple as that. It's pretty awesome. So DM me the word Christmas to get the information on that. I'm checking to see if there's other questions here. Getting my brother just walked in here. Hey. All right, here. All right, let me see if we have other questions here. All right, El Mega says, I got mine. All right, awesome. Oh, thanks. And then let's see. There's my brother. Say hi to my brother, everybody. That's my bro.
Oh, shoot. That's Brady? What's up, Brady Vance? Hope everything's good, man.
You brought me a tea. So Brady Vance says, I just purchased it, but for the album release plan, is that separate? Yes. So the album release plan is separate, the 21-day album release. Are y'all heading out?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. See you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I get matcha green tea from Starbucks. It's so good. But yes. So the 21-day release plan is a separate thing. All right, let's see here. 1X Hapo bought a badge. Y'all guys are so nice. I really appreciate that. I just signed up for that badge thing. I didn't even know that was possible. So I appreciate that. Ask me any questions. And I love the little badges. Lucid says, do you have such a list for Europe? I don't right now. I'm so sorry. We're working on it though. We will. We will have contacts for Europe. Okay. Pregnancy Land says, do you plan on having any more kids? You're so funny. You're cute. I might have one more. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. Kids are crazy. How many parents do I have in here, by the way? Because I have one. I have a 3-year-old, and my 3-year-old is just batshit crazy, and I love him to death, but he drives me nuts, and I love him with all of my heart. He's also just crazy pants. And sometimes I think, could I handle 2 of these? I don't know if I can handle 2 of these. Plus being a business owner, and plus, I'm busy. So I'm just like, I don't know if I can handle it. So kudos to all of my parents out there. If you guys are doing it, like pursuing a music career while raising babies, like it is hard. It is very hard. All right. So El Mega said, nice order. Awesome. Miss Micah Gabriel, great question. You said, is the current list going to be updated? It is. This is what's great. You automatically get the 2023 versions. So when you purchase the bundle today, you also get the 2023 versions for free. So that comes in for free. You don't have to buy that again. And if you try to purchase this after Christmas Eve, I think it is, I forget when this ends, it's going to be $600 to have access to this. So I highly recommend get it now. It's only $47. It's only 85% off. You get the versions that we have right now, and you're going to get the 2023 versions for free. And next year, it's going to be a subscription model. You're going to have to pay by the month to have access to these. Right now, you have access to them. It's about to end, okay? Just for Christmas. It's our Christmas special. So DM me the word Christmas if you want to get our list of booking agents that book paid shows, publishing agents that can get your music on movies and film, festivals that pay artists to perform so you can get on stages and you can be performing in front of people and get all kinds of exposure, build your fan base. And what else did I say? Did I already say publishing agents that get your music on movies and film and commercials and TV shows and all kinds of stuff? And what else? College radio that can play your music on college radio stations. Again, if you're just joining me, college radio is the best way to get your music on radio stations. Do you guys remember Hozier? Take me to church, I worship like a dog, shrine if you lied. I don't remember how the song goes, but it's that's how he actually built his music career, was college radio. And then he booked shows at colleges. Just like I told you guys, colleges, like the lowest I've ever seen them book a show for is $800. Literally $800. Isn't that amazing? So if you DM me the word Christmas, I'll send you a list of all of those music industry contacts. It's 85% off. It's going up in a few days. You cannot email me in 3 days and be like, Christine, I'm sorry. My dog ate my cat. And I was busy and I forgot and I was stressed out. Can I still get the deal? And I'm going to say, I'm so sorry. I can't do it. So make sure to DM me the word Christmas. Pregnancy Land said, you are beautiful. I can't wait to see you go love again. I'm going to click in a heartbeat. DM Christmas and went to your ad scores. All right, awesome. You can do, yeah, you can do both. I don't know exactly what you do, Pregnancy Land, but definitely join me. I'll be doing a challenge. I believe it's either in February or March with the ads stuff. But right now, just take the free ads course. That can make you so much money. Oh my goodness. All right, awesome. Hey, do you have a straw?
We're strong now.
No?
You want me to ask
Okay,
for
never
one?
mind. Yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Thank you. Hey, Ray, what's going on? Nice to see you on here. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Hope you're doing awesome. Oh my God, that tea is so good. Okay. Goddess Renia says, wow, that is awesome. All right, let me see if there's any questions. We are doing and ask me anything. Okay, John Cosmic says, are the contacts receptive to unsolicited emails? It seems a lot of people will be bombarding these numbers. Okay, great question. This is something to keep in mind. So I'll give you an example. In my list of music agents or music industry contacts, there are lists of websites and blogs. And these websites and blogs, they publish music from independent artists. And I remember people being like, well, if I send them my music, aren't they getting bombarded by a lot of other music? Yeah, they are. And most people suck. And I'm just going to tell you that because I have a blog. I get so many different messages from people. I have a booking agency. Out of about 100 people that apply, to my booking agency, maybe 3 are good. 97 of them, I have to say, I'm sorry, there's nothing that I can do for you, right? Or it just doesn't fit the model. Maybe they're just a certain type of act that we don't book. But 97% doesn't work. So when you guys reach out to these people, keep in mind, most of the artists that are making music are really bad. So if you're really, really good, okay, then your chances of getting published, of getting booked, like I've never had a hard time. Like I remember even when I moved to Hollywood, everyone was like, isn't it hard? There's tons of other people, there's thousands of people trying to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Isn't it hard? And I would always say, no, it's the easiest thing in the world because I'm good. And because I take this serious and because I treat it like a business. If you treat this like a business and you perfect your craft, you're going to stand out. Like I said, 97% of the people that apply for our agency get rejected, So, and it's not always talent based. Sometimes it's because of whatever, it just doesn't fit the genre, that sort of thing. But it's good to know that so that you guys don't get discouraged when you reach out. Yes, there's other people reaching out to them, but are you good? Because if you're good, you're better than most of the artists and producers and songwriters out there. So, DM me the word Christmas and you get 85% off of these 10,000 music industry contacts. So that way, when you reach out to these websites and blogs that could publish your music, know that if you've given them something quality and something awesome, your chances of getting published are very high. If you are reaching out to a booking agent and you're great on stage and you're proving it to them, you got a nice video and you're sending it to them, your chances of getting booked are a lot higher than most people's. If you DM me the word Christmas, you also get our list of festivals, right? Our list of festivals pay artists to perform all over the country. And yes, there's people sending them. There's lots of people trying to perform at those festivals. But if you're good, then you stand out a lot, guys. There's a lot of bad musicians out there. But I'll guarantee you this, if you don't reach out, then 100% you won't get booked. There's no chance of you getting booked. I don't know if you guys want to live like that, but that's not how I want to live. So when I used to, when I was 16, I started going door to door selling my music. So I'd knock on about 100 doors a day. And about 90 of them, 90 out of 100 people would tell me no. And they wouldn't just tell me no, they'd like slam doors in my face. And sometimes they'd say really mean things and they'd make me cry. And it was really like stressful. But I just learned about numbers. I learned that everything about music is a numbers game. You don't need the whole world to love your music. Imagine if 1% of people loved your music. You'd be a billionaire. That means 99 out of 100 people could hate your music. And 1% could love your music. Do you see what I'm getting at? Like, you're going to be rejected and you're going to be rejected a lot. But you don't need approval from everyone. Like for me, when I was going door to door, I used to sell my albums for $10. And I knew if I could make $100 a day, then I could pay for my studio sessions and all that kind of stuff. So I would go out going door to door. I would knock on people's doors and I would be like, hey, my name's Christine. I'm an aspiring musician. Would you be interested in buying one of my albums? And again, 9 out of 10 of them would say no. or they'd be really mean, or they'd be like, get off my property. But 1 out of 10 would say yes. So if I knew I knocked on 100 doors, I would sell about 10 albums and I'd make my $100 that I needed to make for the day. And that's what I just kept my head on. Hey, if someone said no, okay, 9 more doors to go. Next person said no, okay, 8 more doors to go. When you reach out to people, think of it that way. And it's going to be a lot. You are going to reach out to a lot of people, and a lot of people are not going to write you back. And a lot of people aren't going to like your music. And a lot of people are going to reject it. And that's just part of the game. And if you're not okay with that, then this isn't a good industry for you, because you're asking to be in the one industry that everybody wants to be in. And I succeeded and traveled the world. I've done 2,500 paid shows all over the world on 6 continents. I've done multiple 7 figures as an independent artist. But I didn't do that because I'm the best. I'm not the best at anything. I'm not the best singer. I'm not the best musician. I'm not the best songwriter. But I still did it. And when people told me no, I just kept going. I just kept emailing. Our list, we don't just have emails either. We have all their social media contacts. We have all their websites. I reached out to them in every way that I could. Most people aren't willing to do that. Most of you here aren't willing to do that. If you're not willing to do that, then someone else that's like me is willing to do that. Even if they're less talented than you, they're going to get more success than you do simply because you're not willing to do the work. The people that are successful are the ones that are willing to do the work. So that's a big question to ask yourself. Am I willing to do the work? Am I willing to email these people? Am I willing to reach out to these people? Because what I want to do is I want to do music, and this is the only thing that I love, and this is the only thing that I've ever dreamed of. And that's how I felt. I just felt like there was nothing else in the world that I wanted to do except for music. And if that's you, then you're in the right place. So for those of you that just joined, DM me the word Christmas, and you can get our information on how you can get 10,000 of our music industry contacts for 85% off. It's crazy right now. It's going to be $600 for you to have access to these all next year, but it's not right now. If you DM me the word Christmas, it's only $47, and you get more. It's actually more like 15,000 music industry contacts, I think. Booking agents, college radio stations, festivals that pay artists to perform, publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film, all of those things. 2023, if you're trying to make that your year, you gotta email the people. You gotta reach out to them on social media, find them on their websites, and I give you the lists of all of them so you don't have to do it yourself. Lucid said, do you have a debut release plan? I do actually. If you DM me the word Christmas, if you get the list of all the music industry contacts, on the next page, it actually asks you if you want to get a 21-day release planner, which I actually walk through how to release your album in 3 weeks, which is awesome. Goddess Renea says, boy mom. Yes, boy mom right here. It's my boy. I love that guy. Oh, that's so good. Okay. So Kevin Ceballo Music says, do you have a booking agent for salsa artists? Yes. Okay. So these booking agents don't just book one style of artists. They usually have all kinds of different genres on their roster. So they'll have a salsa band, they'll have a rock metal band, they'll have a pop band, they have a top 40 band, they have a Motown band. And salsa is very, very popular. So yes, if you're a salsa artist, guys, no matter what kind of music you make, as long as it's something that you've ever seen on a stage or you think could be on a stage, then you can be booked. So yeah. So yes, DM me the word Christmas and you'll be sent the list of booking agents for that. Okay, let's see. Joy says, I had 4 and you're all alone. You had 4 babies? Oh my God, you're amazing. It's incredible. Gammy Gone says, do you have a list for record labels? Yes, Gammy. So that is, it comes with it. So you get a list of, I think it's 1,500. It's record label A&Rs and the record labels. It's both independents and majors. And then we include their websites too. I don't know if you know anything about record label A&Rs. They're constantly changing. Like it's a constantly changing thing. Like record label A&R might be there for like 2 months and now they're somewhere else. So we also include the social media accounts of like the labels and the websites and stuff like that, where they list anybody else that is new. So we update them, but we don't update them every day, right? We can't send out thousands of emails every single day. We do update them. But in the meantime, let's say someone happens to leave, you have the website. We've given you the website where you can go on and actually see who's changed, and you can click on the link and see where they are too. So KR Specialist says sync licensing plugs. Yes. In this list, you get 1,798 sync licensing agents. So it's publishing companies, music supervisors, sync licensing agents, trailer houses, anyone and everyone that has anything to do with getting your music on movies, film, synced in commercials, TV shows. Absolutely. So that's absolutely in this list. So if you DM me the word Christmas, if you're on Instagram, you automatically get the information. Okay, I got some questions here on Facebook and Instagram. Josh said, should I get an email response immediately? I just tried to purchase and haven't seen an email yet. So Josh, it usually comes in right away, but sometimes it can take like 15 minutes. But check your spam, okay? If for some reason it doesn't show up in your spam, you don't get it, then what you can do is all you have to do is either email us at our customer service, which is info@musichustler.com, or if you just send me a message, like if you literally just send me a message on here, and say, hey, I just purchased. This is the email that I used to purchase. I didn't get my confirmation email. Then just let me know and we'll send it to you. Perfect. Kevin says, needing your help badly. Okay, then we've got some help for you right now. I actually have it on the screen, christinemorelnow.com/Christmas special. That's how you get the 10,000 music industry contacts. Henrietta said, I like your honesty. If you're good, you'll stand out. You will succeed if you persist. 97% are not good. Too many aspiring musicians actually should be in another career where they would soar because they hear they are good when they are not. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like always being honest with ourselves. And it's okay. Like when I started out, guys, my music was so bad. And it took me a while, but people were honest with me. People were like, hey, you know what? I can tell that it's good. Like you're good, but like the production is really bad. Like you need to go work on some of the things. So it's just also surrounding yourself with honest people and knowing that you're not the best and that you can always grow and that you can always be better. I think that our ego can get in our way. Our ego can be like, I'm the best that ever lived. You don't just are born and you're the best that ever lived. Like if you guys ever listen to like anybody's early stuff, like when they just started, if you guys listen to my music, it's terrible. And then fast forward to many, many years later, I'm like touring the world. Like, but that's because I was consistent and I stayed with it, right? All right. So Kevin says, do you mentor? I have coaching programs. I do a lot of different things. Actually, if you did you get our list? Because if you got our list of booking agents and publishing companies and all those things, then you'll automatically be added to my email list. And then I post whenever I do different mentorship programs, when I do different coaching programs and that sort of thing, Kevin. Let's see. Saint Diggity says, I was thinking about just having everyone come to my website, purchasing music over using major platforms. What is your opinion? I think that's an excellent idea, Saint Diggity. That's a fantastic idea. So I always recommend everyone, if you tell people to go stream your music on Spotify, this is what happens. They go stream your music on Spotify and then you can't ever get a hold of them again. They didn't give you your email. You don't have their social media accounts. They just streamed your music. But so many of you guys are going, stream my music, stream my music. It is the worst thing you can possibly do. And not only that, you get paid like a fraction of a penny. A lot of you guys don't know this. You get paid a fraction of a penny when people buy your music. When people stream your music. What I recommend is having a website or a funnel. I have a whole tutorial called makemusicfunnels.com. So if you go to makemusicfunnels.com, Saint Diggity, you can actually see I break down how you can make way more money sending your fans to something called a funnel instead of like to Spotify and stuff like that. So, all right, great. Perfect. Okay, let me see if I have questions over here on Instagram. Emo the Greats has been following you for years and you always help out. Thanks. Awesome. Thank you. All right, cool. I got a few of you guys saying here. Creative Vision said, you tried to buy it, but it's not working and I have money on my card. Okay, if you tried to buy it and it's not working, we can do PayPal. Just DM me. So DM me and we can reach out to you and we can do it through PayPal. We'll just have to do it manually. So I'm not sure. Maybe I don't really know why it wouldn't be because some other people are buying. But just DM me if you're having problems. Omega says, do you manage artists? I don't manage artists. I don't even have a manager. So why would I manage other people? I'm not going to do that. I love being independent and I love to teach other artists how to be independent so that you can keep all your money. I love it. All right, let's see. Let me see. There's other questions here. Zarina says, Christine, hey girl, how you doing? Let's see. A few other people asked if I manage artists. No, guys, I don't manage artists. Bistro says, how do you feel about DistroKid and CD Babe for distribution? It's fine. I've used both. I also use TuneCore. I've distributed my music on all the platforms. They're kind of all the same to me, but a few of them have different like advantages and stuff, but they'll all get your music on all the platforms. Okay, so Segredos, is it Spanish? De Audiencia says, how are you so creative in your ads? You're funny. I'm just like an idiot. I'm just not afraid to be an idiot on camera. So I think that's all. That's the only reason I'm creative. You said, let's bring you to Brazil to speak in my live event for 3,000 people. Will be great. Well, DM me. I do a lot of live events. I love speaking at live events. So DM me and let's talk about it. That would be fun. Would love to go. I've actually never been to Brazil. I've been to other South American countries. I've been to Peru. I've been to Chile, but I've never been to Brazil. All right. Zarina says, motivate me, please. I'm here, girl. I'm here for you right now. Let me know any questions that you have, and I'm happy to help you. Superfly says, I'm 57. I never heard of you, but I'm interested in what you're talking about. I love music. I still play and produce. So does my daughter. I love this. I'm going to tell you why. I always tell everybody, did you know that I've done 2,500 paid shows all over the world? I've made multiple seven figures. I've made multiple millions of dollars in the music industry. Yet, most people have never heard of my music. And I'm going to tell you why this is awesome. This is awesome because it proves that you don't have to be famous for you to make a living in the music industry. If you go to my TikTok following, guys, I have like 800 followers. It's like nothing. If you go to my Spotify, I have maybe like 2,000 monthly listeners. Like there's nothing there, nothing impressive, nothing about it. But there's plenty of people that have huge TikTok followings that aren't making as much money as I do. There's plenty of major artists that are signed to major record deals that aren't making as much money as I am. It's because they're not treating their business they're not treating their music as a business. They don't know what to do. They spent their whole lives just making music and they never figured out the business side. They don't want to do the work. They just want to be in the studio. They just want someone else to do it for them. So they're going to have to give all these high percentages to everybody else, or they're in debt to their record label because their record label is covering all the costs. And now they're not getting paid anything. And they're way broke. I know so many producers and songwriters that are like, I wish I never signed a publishing deal. They took all my money. Educate yourself. Learn. Treat your music business as a business. That was the best thing that I could possibly have done for myself. Aba Creator said, I just bought your Christmas package, but I haven't gotten an email. Okay, so double check your spam. And if you didn't get it there, just DM me. Shoot me a DM and we'll send it to you right away. Just send me, hey, I bought it. Here's my email that I used to purchase. And I will send it to you. It takes you usually get it right away. Usually you'll get the email right away. But sometimes it takes 15 minutes. But I will tell you guys, you can download it right away. It's on the thank you page. So you don't even have to wait for the email. As soon as you buy it, just get to the thank you page. And on the thank you page, there's literally a link for you to download it right then and there. So you don't even have to wait for the email. Okay, so if you guys plan on buying it, download it right then and there. So for those of you that are here, just joining, if you DM me the word Christmas, you can get my list of music industry contacts, 10,000 of them for 85% off. So you get 10,000 booking agents that can book you for paid shows, festivals that pay artists to perform, publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film, college radio stations that can get your music on college radio. They're the only radio stations that love to play independent music. You get all of these for 85% off. If you DM me the word Christmas, I can send you a link so you can learn more about it. I have testimonials on there. I have more information. And I'm here. I can answer your questions here. You can see some of the results that a lot of the other artists are getting. I got a group that's getting paid right now. They're getting $2,000 and $3,000 shows a night. They're paying for all of their expenses. We have a few people that are touring right now that are about to tour through U.S. Virgin Islands and Hawaii. We've gotten some really cool things going on. So definitely check it out. Let me see if there's other questions here. Zarina says, you just purchased. Awesome. And Zarina, let me know if you have any questions. I'm here right now. I'm happy to, let me know what your goal is. Like, put in the chat box, like, what's your goal right now? Because then maybe I could offer you some advice right now before you even open the list. Maybe I can save you some time and some trouble. All right, let's see. We got the real F. Haley Sean. I know that I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry. I tried though. I tried. Give me some credit for trying to say your name right. All right, let's see. Let's see. Joy D. Hall says, okay, Spotify is not the answer I was about to ask you about. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Still have your music on Spotify. Okay, you still want to be discoverable. But if someone asks where they can get your music, send them to your website where they can buy your whole album. Like, they can buy your album for $20. Do you know how many people you'd have to stream your music? I don't even know how many it is. Probably hundreds of people would have to stream your music for you to get that. So makemusicfunnels.com is what it is. Make Music Funnels. Okay, let me see here. Let me see. Official assistant manager artist. Jody Hall says, now I must get in contact with all your sources. And this is the thing. I give you thousands and thousands of music industry contacts, but you don't need thousands of them for you to be successful. And I'll tell you why. I have one booking agent that I've worked with that has booked me $650,000 worth of shows. One. You don't need this big, huge team. You don't need all these tons of people on your side. You could have one good person that you work with, and it could change your life. Completely change. The very first booking agent I ever worked with booked me my first show. It was 5 nights a week, and I made $75,000 that year, and I just was blown away. I couldn't believe it. And made $75,000. One agent. That's all you need. You just need one. In my list, you get 896 of them, I think. But just one good one will completely change your life. So that's why I always tell everyone, it's all a numbers game. Reach out to as many people as you possibly can. Most people won't like you. Most people will reject you. Sometimes they're just busy. Sometimes they're just doing other things. It's not that they think you suck. So don't take it personal. Just keep going. Like, keep going with it. Because if I had listened to the first, God, guys, I get hate mail. Like, I would get stuff where people were like, you suck. I hope you die. Like, I was getting so much terrible stuff. If I listened to all the people that sent me stuff like that, I wouldn't have done any of the things that I've done now. You know, I've told you guys I've traveled the world. I've seen the world because of music. And I would want that for you guys. If you have the talent and you're willing to put in the work, you deserve it. You just got to know where to put the work in. So that's why these lists have been so crucial in a lot of people's careers. So if you just joined, DM me the word Christmas and you get 85% off. Booking agents, a list of booking agents, all their contact information, and they all book shows for artists and bands. You get my list of festivals that pay artists to perform. You get my list of publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. It's so much fun. So Tracy Richard says, do you have an assistant? I do now. I have a couple assistants now, but that's because I started a business. Now my business is just to help you guys, right? We make huge lists like this list right now, right? If you guys have already bought my list of music industry contacts, they're huge. Each list, if you print it out, is like this big. There's no way I could do that on my own. So now I have a few people that I work with, and we have a small team, and we're constantly updating and putting together resources and coaching programs. I have other coaches, I have other agents now that I work with to recruit to help you guys, because there's no way that I can do it all and have a 3-year-old and maintain my sanity, right? So, all right, awesome. King Musa said, how do we get more gigs? Well, did you get our list? Because we got a list of booking agents, like 900 booking agents and more than 3,000 festivals that pay artists to perform right there. That's how you get more gigs. So DM me the word Christmas. And working with booking agents is one of the best, most phenomenal ways that I've gotten more shows, because they have relationships with venues already. They have relationships with weddings and corporate gigs and bars and restaurants and casinos, and they can book you quickly. So, all right, let's see here. See if there's questions here. Sajam says, I purchased your package before. Awesome. And just so you know, though, this is a new package. We just released it a week ago. And you get all the 2023 versions of all of our music industry contacts for free. If you guys try to purchase this next year, you're going to pay $600 to have access to it for the whole year. Okay. Right now it's 85% off. It's only $47. And you get not only the list right now, but you also get the updated list of 2023. So DM me the word Christmas. Okay. You have to DM me the word Christmas if you're on Instagram here to get the lists at 85% off. All right, cool. JC said, what happened to your other live videos? It's not on your channel anymore. I had so many live videos. I took some of them down. Should I put them up? I don't even know. I'm always on here. I just feel bad bombarding everybody with all this stuff. So the links to the 85% off music industry contacts, let me put it here, is, all right, let me put it. For those of you that are on Facebook and YouTube, there's a link for you guys, okay? So Instagram, though, if you DM me the word Christmas, you get the link automatically sent to you. So Castile says, I like seeing you speaking Spanish. Well, I am. I'm Mexican. All right, let's see. Tracy Richards says, I love you, Christine. Love you too. Right back at you. Goddess Renia says, thank you for all your hard work and support. Absolutely. I love this, man. I love working with you guys. Tracy Richards says, I need support sticking with the 21-day plan. It's there, man. It's so great. It's so like, it just keeps you on board with it. 21 days, 3 weeks, just one thing to do a day. That's it. You can do it. I know you can. One thing. You don't have to do a lot. Just do one thing each day. Jody Hall says, is any of your music on Spotify? It is. In fact, I've gotten a Spotify plaque. One of my songs got 500,000 plays. And I recently charted on iTunes. So my iTunes plaque is going to be in the mail very soon. Official Whitson Office says, this is Kevin from Facebook. Awesome. I love that. I have people on Facebook and then they find me on Instagram. It's easier on Instagram Live. It just is. Okay, here. Lana Rose says, is this an updated product? I've bought this in the past. So Lana, it depends on when you bought it, but this is the good news. If you bought this, let's say a couple months ago and we haven't updated it, you automatically get the 2023 versions when you purchase this bundle. And it's going to save you a lot of money. If you purchase the updated versions next year, it's going to cost you $600 to have access to it all year. Whereas if you purchase it now, it's 85% off. So that's what you want to do. That's how you want to go about it. Okay, let's see. And you said, are any of my songs on Spotify? If yes, what's your artist name? Yeah, same name that I have here, Christine Morel. All right, let's see here. Jody Hall said, I purchased your package. Is it a different package? What do you mean, Jody Hall? Let me know a little bit specific. I'm a little bit confused with your question. All right, let's hear. Saz and Bay says, do you send it an email when the list is updated? Yeah, so you're going to get a link when you download. And when you download it right now, that same link is going to have our updated versions. So as long as you just save that email, we put whenever the updated versions are there and we list them. And so then you're able to know that they're updated. Pregnancy Land says, do you have any advice for a mom entrepreneur? Oh my God, yes. Okay, I started my business. I made my first $1 million as a teacher of music when I had just had my first son. Well, I only have one son, but I was alone. I was raising him by myself and I didn't have help and I was depressed and I was exhausted and I was breastfeeding and it was tough. And it was a blessing. That was just so, I don't even know how else to describe it, because sometimes I might only have 15 minutes to work on my business. I might only have 15 minutes to work on whatever it is, my goals for that day. But I would plan out those 15 minutes so perfectly, because then I think sometimes as musicians, we focus on things that aren't really helping us. Like maybe we're like, I'm going to redo my business card. Do you really need to redo your business card? No, you don't need to do that. But maybe the best way you could spend those 15 minutes is sending your music to a booking agent. Okay, maybe you got our lists and you're sending your music to booking agents. In 15 minutes, you can send out a lot of emails. So I was immediately put into this mindset where I had to go, what is the most productive thing that I could do if I only have 20 minutes? I'm not going to go update my business card. I'm not going to go just practice the piano. No, if I already have some music, already have something like that, I'm going to promote that music, because me practicing right now, and it depends on where you are, right, in your life, in your career. I already have like 3 songs that I love. So I'm going to promote these 3 songs. I'm going to send them out to booking agents. I'm going to send them out to publishing companies that might get my music on movies and film. That's what I did. So as a mom, I had very little time, but my mind was, I didn't have time to do dumb shit. I had to do the stuff that was going to make me the most money the fastest. So for you, if you're a mom or if you're someone, just anybody that doesn't have a lot of time, always ask yourself, do I really need to be doing this? Is this the best use of my time? Or should I just be promoting myself? Should I be sending my music to college radio stations? If I only have 20 minutes, you can send your music to like 30 radio stations. 30. And if your music is good, at least one is probably going to play your music. But if you're like, no, I'm going to sit here and redesign a flyer and hope that someone sees my flyer. Do you see the difference here? You're hoping that someone finds you. Don't do that. Be proactive. Go out and find them. Go out and send your music out. That's gonna make a huge difference. And that's why I made these lists too. It's the same thing, guys. I used to sit here and do all the research myself and send it out. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. I would do it. I'd spend days doing it. Weeks, months. You guys have access to get more than 10,000 music on industry contacts like this. $47. Don't spend months trying to find all those yourself. It'll save you so much time. And whenever you get the lists, put it to work. If you guys got great music, send it out right away. It doesn't have to be perfect. Send it out. And you'll be amazed at what can happen. All right, let's see. The only Batir says, does your book include college radio stations? Yes, it does include college radio stations. I think we include every single college radio station in the country. It's nuts. So yes, if you DM me the word Christmas, I'll send you a link so that you can get our list of college agents or college radio stations. And if you guys don't know anything about college radio stations, they are like the only radio stations that are willing to play your music, even if you're like not famous, if you don't have a record deal or anything like that. All right. No Limitless says I need to get in the studio and get some songs recorded. Heck yeah, you do. Yes, you need to do that. All right, let's see here. All right. Let me see if you guys have questions. The only Batir says, okay, I'm sweet. I'm picking up my checks this week. I've been waiting to get your book as a self-Christmas gift. Awesome. Heck yeah. That's amazing. And put it to work. Just like I told you guys, even if you only have 20 minutes a day, do you understand what 20 minutes a day can do? Like I said, you could send off 30 emails and maybe 30 DMs on Instagram, because we give you all the social media contacts as well. So maybe you send 30 emails to 30 booking agents in your area and you contact them on social media. You will definitely know that they've heard your music. And let's say the next day you send off 30 emails to college radio stations. Like I said, if you have great music, one of them is bound to play your music, guys. And it is a numbers game. I tell you guys, when I was going door to door, 9 out of 10 people, I was selling my music, knocking on people's doorsteps. 9 out of 10 people told me no. I've now done multiple 7 figures in the music industry as an independent. I don't have a record label. It's a numbers game. It's about consistency. That's really, really what it is. All right, let's see here if there's any other questions here. Okay, I don't see any questions. We're doing Ask Me Anything today. And what that means is exactly what it sounds like. Ask me anything about achieving your musical goals for next year. I just want to help you guys. I want you guys to succeed. I want you to crush it. I want you to have an amazing year next year. I want you to just finally start making money. I want you to finally start getting fans. I want you to finally start feeling what that feels like. So I'm going to tell you guys, you don't even need, we all have dreams, right? And yes, we all have thousands and millions of fans, but sometimes gosh, just getting one email a day where someone's just like, you changed my life. I was suicidal and now I'm not. My mom passed away and your song helped me get through it. Or maybe I was having a bad day and your music made me feel good. Do you know how amazing that feels? Some of you have experienced it, so you know, but some of you have not. And it is the most touching, fulfilling thing that you could possibly experience. It is incredible. And so for those of you that are, maybe you've been scared to promote your music, you've been scared, I'm your wake-up call right now, okay? Because you don't have all the time in the world. You don't. Our days are numbered. Get out there, put your music out there, stop being scared, get on that stage. And it is scary. It is scary, right? scary to be on stage. The first time I was ever on stage, I peed in my pants. I was like 12 years old. Super embarrassing. Now, what if I was like, it was like last week? I'm just kidding. But it was super scary. But I did it, and I didn't do well. I sucked, and I did it again, and I did it again, and I sucked, and I sucked, and I sucked, and then I sucked a little bit less, and I sucked a little bit less until I didn't really suck anymore. And then I got good, but it took a lot. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to not be good. Don't be afraid that maybe it's not gonna be good at all. You have to keep doing it for you to get good at it. So that's why I just want to really encourage you guys. Let's see. The Dawn says, "Are you still a little nervous?" I'm not now, the Dawn, but that's because I've done so many. Like I used to perform 7 nights a week. If you do something every single day, you're not nervous anymore. So that was awesome. But if I do something that I'm not normally, that I don't do all the time, like let's say I'm doing the national anthem, I didn't do the national anthem every day. So I get nervous when I do stuff like that. Definitely. Let me see if there's questions in here. Okay. Let's see. New Knox says, I need help. I got all these followers and they don't support. What should I do? Well, it depends on why they're following you. Are they following you because of their music, or are they following you because you post pictures of your dog, that sort of thing? And are you talking to them? Are you on their Instagram? Because this is the thing. Are you supporting them? Because if you're not supporting them and you want them to support you, you got it twisted. You have to talk to your fans, or you got to talk to your followers. Share your music. Talk to them. Comment on their photos. Tell them they look amazing. Ask them how their day is. People support you when you support them too. So don't expect and don't ever think that anyone owes you anything. Just because you make music, nobody owes you anything. Okay, the world doesn't owe you anything at all. Just because you're talented, nobody has to buy your music. Okay, when you're an independent, you need to be kind to people, be genuinely nice to people, and man, great things can happen for you. I mean, you guys think about you. Some of you guys have been working with me for years. You bought courses from me, come to coaching programs. I've held conferences. I throw big parties all the time. I don't know if some of you have been to I throw parties in West Hollywood. I just threw a party last month in Hollywood. I threw my birthday party in West Hollywood. A lot of you guys come and a lot of you guys spend a lot of money. I had tables there that were thousands of dollars that some of you bought to be there. But a lot of you come because we're homies. I'm here talking to you. I'm live. A lot of people aren't willing to do that. I'm here to answer questions for you. A lot of people aren't willing to do that. And because you trust me, you go, okay, I want to show up at a birthday party, or I want to buy the book, or whatever. It's the same thing as a fan. If you show up for people, you do lives, you perform, you write them back, you reach out to them, you comment on their photos, they feel connected with you. It's a totally different experience. So definitely do that. Okay. Lucas said, I just joined the live. So tell me, do I just look up music publishers to try and get my songs on movies? So Lucas, if you DM me the word Christmas, I have a list of 1,798 music publishers and music supervisors and syncing agents and trailer houses. These are all the people that get your music on movies and film and commercials and TV shows. I already have that list. So you could, if you wanted to, you could Google music publishers, and it could take you months and months for you to gather as much research as I did. Or you can just spend $47. It's 85% off right now. So if you DM me the word Christmas, it's 85% off right now. You can get all the music publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. If you try to buy it next year, it's going to be $600 to have access to it all year. So I highly recommend buying it now. 85% off. Okay. Yes. It was like, Jody Hall says you're a natural. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. And I hope that answered your question, Lucas. You let me know. Hold on. Okay, cool. Let's see here. I'm seeing if there's any other questions here. Nikki says, I bought the book, but a lot of contacts were not valid. So depending on which book you're in, we have different things. So I always tell everyone, if all you're doing is sending emails off, let's say you are our record label list, for example, and I was just explaining this earlier. Record label A&Rs, they change positions, sometimes every 4 weeks, every 8 weeks, right? So if they have an email, sometimes it's not valid anymore within 8 weeks. But what happens is we don't just include their email. We include their social media, which people don't change their social media accounts. We also include their website, and people don't normally change their websites. So I always tell everyone, if you read the beginning of my books, I always tell everyone, don't just send off emails. It's a lazy way. And if you just send emails off, you're going to be mad that you didn't get a response. I give you all their social media accounts and I give you their websites. So definitely reach out to them in email, but then reach out to them on their social media and on their websites where they have like contact forms and that sort of thing, because that's how you're going to really get in front of them. So, and we're constantly updating them. So, for example, right now, our list of festivals, we've been updating for the last like 8 weeks, I believe, and it'll be done in about 3 weeks. So we're spending about 3 months and all the new festivals, because things have changed, right? COVID changed a lot of things. Different festivals are starting to open up again. So we're updating them again. So we're constantly updating them, but things are constantly changing, right? With COVID, a lot of stuff shuts down. It takes us months to update them. So we're updating it. You'll get those updates. And what's great right now is most of the contacts are great. I always tell everyone, I'm like, 85% of them are great. They work. They're all there. But I'd say about safely 10 to 15% of them, people change positions, things happen. But we don't just include their emails. We include their social media contacts. We include their websites. And then we are constantly updating them. So, and then if you let us know, like, hey, I reached out to this person, their email is no longer valid, we actually fix it. So if you just let us know, hey, Bob is no longer, we got a message that this was the wrong email, let us know and we'll fix it. We'll edit it, we'll update it. That's what's awesome about this. Okay, we're here. Steven says, watching you on ClickFunnels. Hopefully I can learn more from you. Awesome. I love ClickFunnels. I love that software. Use it, learn everything about it, and go and prosper. Okay. Esme said, what's the most efficient way to generate 7 figures as a singer in today's ways of operating music? So you're in the best time ever. It is the easiest way to make money in the music industry right now. Oh my God. If I had started my music career and was like a 16-year-old right now, knowing what I know now, oh my God. Okay. Now, I've done multiple 7 figures in different ways. So if your question is what's the best way, it's multiple ways. Book shows, get your music on movies and film, sell merchandise at your shows, do lives where you take tips. I've done all those things. I've been able to do multiple 7 figures in the industry because I've done it all. And that's why I'm so adamant about this. That's why I'm so adamant about multiple forms of income in the music industry. That's why I've put together these lists, right? If you guys are just joining, if you DM me the word Christmas, all you got to do is get in my DM, shoot me a DM that says Christmas. I'll send you a link to a list of our booking agents and college radio stations and publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. It's all these different forms of income for you, different ways for you to promote yourself, different ways for you to build your fan base. Spread yourself out as much as you possibly can. Get on stage. And when you're on stage, have your merchandise table where you're selling your merchandise. And then invite people to your live where you take tips. I had a friend that was doing tips. She didn't have a big fan base at all. She was making anywhere from $400 to $800 every time she did lives. Making great money just live. Like hardly any followers on Facebook, hardly any followers on Instagram, but she did it consistently and she did it every day. Be consistent in whatever you do and do a lot of things. Spread your, like once you get these lists, again, if you DM me the word Christmas, you get 85% off 10,000 music industry contacts. As soon as you get those, go to work. Send your music to the publishing companies and music supervising companies. You can get your music on a TV show and get paid thousands of dollars. Or maybe you're going to get paid hundreds of dollars. It doesn't matter. But you start building that up. And let's say you get on 10 shows that are all paying you, $100 a month. It's $1,000 a month, right? I'm doing the math right? Yes. But then you get that consistently forever. As long as the TV show's playing, you got the job once and now you're going to get paid forever. Like, it's awesome. But it all piles up is what happens, right? You start getting like royalty checks from this. You start getting booked for this. Maybe studios are calling you to come in and sing. Maybe songwriters are paying you to come write songs. Maybe casinos are hiring you now. Maybe they've given you a gig every Friday and Saturday night. Do you see what I'm saying? It all starts adding up. But it's never like, boom, all of a sudden you made it. It's one thing starts working and then one thing starts working and then one thing. So just keep doing that. That's what I recommend. Esme says, I do a lot of covers. Awesome. Spanish and English. Would you recommend going hard on creating my own original music now? So do both. If you're doing covers, it's easy to get gigs. Do you already do gigs? Because you could be gigging at casinos, bars, restaurants, corporate gigs, weddings. You could be making 6 figures a year just off of performing cover songs. It's the easiest way to start getting paid like this, like overnight. So if you already do that, do that. Now, then, yes, if you have a desire to make your original music, oh my God, it is so easy for you to sell your original music at your cover gigs because now they love you because you're already playing songs that they love. And now they're interested in your original music. And you can go make a few extra $100 each night just off of selling merchandise. And yes, people still buy albums, guys. It's nuts, especially from independents. People don't just buy merch. They don't buy albums from you a lot of times because they're actually going to listen to them. I'm going to tell you something. This is probably bizarre to you. But think about this. I buy vinyl records from my favorite artists, even though I don't even own a record player. I do it because I love to support them and I love to have something in my hand of an artist that I like because music is powerful. Music heals. Music touches people. Music inspires people. Sometimes someone's having a bad day and you're the artist that's singing at the little restaurant that made their day come alive. And now they want something from you to remember that. And they don't care whether it's a t-shirt or a cup or a CD that they're never going to put in a CD player. They buy from you. And it's an amazing, amazing feeling. So yes, original music, that's where you can make a lot of money off movies and film and that sort of thing. But do both. Like I said, do everything you possibly can because it's about spreading it. Like even when COVID hit, I was doing a lot of shows and then COVID hit, all my shows were gone. So now you can be doing lives. A lot of people went to live streaming and some of them are making even more money with live streaming. You just got to be willing to try and figure it out. Okay. Julian Murphy says, can you make good money from streams on Spotify if you're getting millions and millions and millions and millions of plays? I don't recommend sending people to Spotify. I recommend people sending them to your website or funnels for them to buy from you. Lucia says, where could I get my merchandise done? One place that I really always liked going to was discmakers.com. Have you guys ever been to Discmakers? Like at Discmakers, you can get your music distributed, like replicated where you can get albums, but then they also have the opportunity for you to get t-shirts and like keychains and posters and all kinds of stuff all in one place. So they're a little bit more expensive because you're getting it all in one place. But if you just Google, like I go to like vistaprint.com as well, like Vista Print, and you can get stuff there too. So Esme says, thank you. Awesome. And if you just joined, if you DM me the word Christmas, you can get 85% off my list of music industry contacts. These are booking agents. These are publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. These are, what else? These are college radio stations that can play your music on college radio. These are blogs and websites that can publish your music. So many different amazing things. And I always tell everyone, if you're wanting to turn what you love into a business, you need to treat it like a business. These are all business contacts. These are booking agents that can book you for paid shows. These are real business contacts. If you're going to spend your time, your precious time on something, don't wait for people to reach out to you. Reach out to them. That is going to be the biggest advice that I could tell you. Don't wait for people to find you. Find them. Because that'll be the fastest way, whether you know that people are going to like you or not. Reach out to them. Don't wait for people to find you. Let me see if there's any questions in here. No questions there. All right, let's see here. Seeing if there's any questions here. All righty. All right, let's see here. Some questions. I got YouTube and Facebook over here. You said, Henrietta says, I would like to transfer from being a solo piano, vocal piano, bar performances to band performances. Cool, dope. I love that. I love that time of my life when I finally did that. So traditional blues and New Orleans blues. How do I put together a band with no money? I may have a couple of gigs already. This is an excellent question. I'd love to answer this because this is how I did it. I put together a band. I had no money. I was living in a kitchen at the time that I had rented on Craigslist. I was paying $450 a month for a kitchen that I was living on, okay? Great, great question. So Henrietta asked, how do I put together a band with no money? But she might have gigs already. This is how. Henrietta, I put together my first band on Craigslist. Okay. What I did was I went to Craigslist and I said, looking for and if you're putting together a band of, let's say, a guitarist, a bass player, and a drummer, you need to put together an ad for every single one of those. Don't put looking for a band. You need to put up an ad that says seeking a guitarist for upcoming gigs. Okay. And that's the headline. If I was a guitarist, I'd be like, dope, that's me. Someone's looking for a guitarist for upcoming gigs. I'm down. So you got to call out whatever it is that you're looking for. And then in description, you say, hey, I've been doing solo gigs. I'm a singer. I'm awesome. And I'm looking to put together a band, and I have some upcoming gigs that I just need a band for. And, the gigs are in about 3 weeks in such and such city. They're not guaranteed yet, but we got some really great hopefuls. Maybe not, maybe don't even say that, but just say the details aren't, I don't know the details yet, but I got some really great accounts and really great venues that want to book. Awesome. Because you know what's going to happen? There's going to be plenty of other guitarists that are going to look at that ad and they're going to go, oh, that's cool. I'm just starting out too. I want to work with this person. This sounds like a great situation for me, because there's plenty of people that are in the same shoes as you. They're also trying to build their music career. They're also trying to start a band, and they want to join a band. So don't feel bad about you not being like successful, have a successful band already. It's okay. There's plenty of other people that want to join a band that aren't in a successful band already. Like there's plenty of garage bands that are playing for free, that are playing free gigs all over the world. So don't feel bad. But if you're transparent, like if you just tell people about your situation and be real about your situation, hey, I'm awesome, and I'm putting together a 90s pop funk band, or like in your situation, Henrietta, I'm putting together a traditional blues, New Orleans blues band. I got some really great leads from a few different venues that want to book me. And then include like a link to your music. So here's a link to my music. Check me out. Oh my God, that's going to go so far. Going to go super far. And even if you don't have any leads, let's say you don't. Hey guys, I'm looking to put together a band. I think we could like book some awesome gigs, and I'm super cool to work with, and I'm super fun. And if you're looking for a great human being to also that's talented, and we're going to like blow people out of the water, reach out. Doesn't that sound like fun? And the people that aren't looking for that, they won't respond, but you don't want them to anyway. So many people are so worried about making everybody respond that you're not even reaching the right people. You don't want everybody to respond. You want the right people that want to be part of your specific situation. So be very transparent, be open about it. Real Music say, hey guys, I'm looking to put together a family. You're hilarious. That is hilarious. You're very funny. Okay, awesome. If you just joined me, DM me the word Christmas and you get 85% off of our 10,000 music industry contacts, and booking agents, publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film, festivals that, and by the way, guys, these are a list of more than 3,448 festivals that book artists to perform. But keep this in mind. Some of you guys are like, I want to do festivals next year, so I'm just going to wait to reach out to them. Don't do that, guys. The festivals start booking up to 6 months in advance. So if you're trying to book for the summer next year, start reaching out. Start reaching out. Natalie's, hey girl, how you doing? You said you just got locked in for the blogs. Awesome. Dude, those are so freaking cool. I'll have to reach out to you too, because we have I don't offer it publicly, but we can get you on like some really big blogs too. So if you like DM me and just tell Jem, because she's always checks my messages. Just put, hey Jem, Christine told me to reach out about some blogs here, but she said that you'll pass along the message to her. Just put that in and then we can chat about it, because there's some like pretty cool stuff that we're doing right now that we haven't told the world yet. So Max Mew has said, how long did it take for you to start coaching? You know what was interesting for me? I was already performing and I was doing music, and I didn't realize what I was doing was coaching. I would find other acts and I'd go, man, you're really good. Let me introduce you to this booking agent. Let me introduce you to this record label guy that I know. Let me help you. I'll teach you how to perform on stage so you can start making money. And I got a group signed to a record deal. I got a bunch of artists signed to booking agents that started touring the world. Like I remember one guy was able to quit his job within 30 days because I connected him to some booking agencies. And at the time he was working for UPS. He was working all night. It was like from midnight to like 8 o'clock in the morning. And he never saw his son. He had a newborn and he never saw his baby. I remember being like, oh, we can't do that. You can't live like that. Let me help you. Like, I'm going to make some calls for you right now. And then he was able to quit his job like 30 days later at UPS. And then he was just doing music full time. And he got to see his son and he got to stay home. And I remember thinking, that's cool. But I didn't realize that I was coaching until I read a book. There was a book by Russell Brunson called Master Secrets. And I realized what I was doing. And then I said, you know what? I think I want to do this full time. I don't think I want to do music anymore for me. Now I just want to help other people do music. And so I transitioned. I went from being a full-time artist and traveling the world to helping other artists, and me saying, oh man, if I can help other artists experience the life that I've had, this will be pretty awesome. So that's how I transitioned. Lana Rose says, how do you receive tips going live? It depends. You can have a PayPal link, you can have a PayPal Me link, you can have a Zelle link, you can have different stuff like that. So you can tell people how to tip you. Let's say I had a PayPal Me link. I could be like, all right, guys, go to, let's say I actually have a website. If you guys want to see an example of a website where you can collect tips, I used to have a website called tipchristine.com. I think is what it was called. I don't know if I still have it. Let me see. Let me see if it still works. Tipchristine.com. It's not working anymore. But I used to have one. I probably just let it go. But I used to have a website. So when I do a live, I'd be like, hey guys, if you want to, tip me, maybe I've been performing, go to tipchristine.com. And then people could go there and then it'd have my PayPal link, it'd have my Zelle link, it'd have my Venmo link, and they could tip me. So that's how you can do it. There's also certain websites that you can do it. Even here, like on Instagram, you can accept badges. TikTok, you can accept, I forget what they call them on TikTok. So you can do those, but the thing is they take a lot. They take a percentage. Sometimes on TikTok, they take half. That's a lot. That's why I would tell people to go to tipchristine.com, because then I kept 100%. Okay. Don't tell people to give you badges. Like, I'm going to just tell you guys right now, get a website that just has your links, your PayPal link, your Zelle link, your Venmo link, all that stuff. Collect your money that way, because giving half to TikTok sucks. Okay. All right. Let's see if there's other question. Music says, how do I get more hoes? You're hilarious. You know how you get more hoes? You make better music. Girls love musicians. That's how you do it. Okay. Let's see if there's other questions. Max Mupes says, life-changing. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Natalie says, hair's looking fresh. And it is fresh. I just got it done yesterday. Fresh hair. Oh, 2 days ago. So awesome. Mupese. Oh, okay. Are you French? I love that. Max Mupese. Very sexy. Very sexy. All right. Awesome. Let me see if there's other questions in here. Right now, what we're doing is we're doing an Ask Me Anything. If you guys have any questions here about building a music career in 2023, if I can answer them, if I can point you in the right place, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let me see if there's any other questions. And just so you guys, if you guys don't know about me, I specialize in a lot of things, but just being an independent. So I specialize in being an independent and making money as an independent, even if you don't have a record deal, even if you don't have a manager, even if you don't have a big hit song, even if you're not on TikTok, even if you're not on Spotify. I specialize in showing you how to make money. That's what I focus on. I'm not famous, so I don't teach you how to be famous. I teach you how to make money even if you're not famous. That's my specialty, okay? So if you're just here, DM me the word Christmas and you get our list of music industry contacts at 85% off. You get 10,000 booking agents, 10,000 festivals that pay artists to perform, 10,000 college radio stations that play music from independent artists, 10,000 publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. It's 85% off. It's only $47 right now. If you try to buy this after Christmas, it will be $600 to have access to. I highly recommend buying it now, and you automatically get the 2023 versions for free. For free. So some of you guys are like, man, but I'm going to finish my album in January. I don't want to promote anything until February. Great. Buy it now so you don't have to spend all that money in 3 days, because it's going to be a lot more money. That way you have access to it in 2023. Okay. All right. Let's see here. See if there's questions. Esme says, how do you track your residuals to make sure you're not overlooking work you put in over the years? So there's different things. You have a publishing, your PRO. So are you registered with ASCAP or BMI? Like, they track a lot of your sales. There's also and like streaming or radio play or anything like that. What is it? I forget what it's called. There's also can someone else fill in? You can also hire something. company, and they will go and collect on your behalf too. They'll find stuff that you may not even know is out there. It is called Your Something. Dang it, I can't remember what it's called, but there's another company that can do that as well. So maybe you can help me out with it, not the least. Music Observe says she answered it. I thought she'd look over. Hey, you asked. I told you this was a Ask Me Anything. Music Observe earlier asked me how to get more hoes. And I said you got to make good music because hoes love music. So there you go. Ask me anything. Right? All right, here goes. Let's see if there's any questions. Demir says, do all those contacts also work in Canada? So great question. So if you're overseas, yes, they do. And it also depends, right? If you are trying to get your music on movies and film, they don't care if you're Canadian. They don't care if you're from another country. They don't care. They just want, if you have good music, they want to put it on their movies and film. So yes, absolutely. Now, if you're reaching out to festivals that pay artists to perform, our list of festivals is mainly US based. But if you'd like to come into the US and perform in the United States, then heck yeah. So it just kind of depends. But yes, absolutely. If you're international, our list of booking agents book mainly in the United States, but they also book a lot of cruise lines. And in the cruise lines, they accept, in fact, most of the people working on cruise lines are foreigners. Most of them are from other countries. So if you're from another country, it's great for you. So no problem at all. And we have our, what else do we have? College radio stations that play music from other artists or from independent artists. So absolutely, if you make great music, that's all they care about. So absolutely, international artists can benefit from this. So funny. Music. Hey, that was funny. We had to answer it. Music Observe, we had to. Let's see here. Max Mupuse, so that's impressive that you have 10,000. It's actually like 15,000. I keep on putting 10,000, but it's actually 15,000. I have like 15,000 music industry contacts in this list. So if you just joined, if you DM me the word Christmas, you get 15,000 music industry contacts. That everything from booking agents to publishing companies that could get your music on movies and film, to festivals that pay artists to perform, to college radio stations that will play your music in college. It's absolutely amazing. So Julian Murphy says, do you think Facebook ads is a good way to promote your music videos on YouTube? No, it's a terrible idea. If you're going to promote YouTube videos, you need to promote them on YouTube. So you need to buy YouTube ads to promote your stuff on YouTube. Don't buy Facebook ads to try to send people to YouTube. It's not going to work. It's going to work a lot less. Whereas if you buy YouTube ads to send people to YouTube, it's going to work way, way better. Okay. Piotr Cyclo says, do any of your contacts on the list book DJs? Great question. Yes, absolutely. So you're going to benefit majorly from two different contacts lists. You get more than 800 booking agents, and these booking agents book everything from bars, restaurants, casinos, all the way to cruise lines all around the world, to resorts, destination type places where you can go. Absolutely, they book DJs as well. The festivals, you also get a list of 3,448 festivals that pay artists to perform. That's another huge advantage. They book DJs. They always want DJs at their festivals. So yes, the booking agents and the festivals, you're going to absolutely benefit from. If you also make your own music as a DJ, then you can send your music to the publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. If you also make your own music, you can send your music to the college radio stations. So there's a lot of other things in there as well. But let's say you don't make your own music and you're just looking for more gigs to play. Absolutely. The booking agents you can get booked for, and the festivals that pay artists to perform. So just DM me the word Christmas and I'll send you more info on that. So those of you just joining, DM me the word Christmas. You get info on my list of 10,000 music industry contacts. It's actually 15,000. It's actually more like 15,000. Publishing companies, booking agents, festivals that pay artists to perform, college radio stations that will play your music on college radio. Guys, it's absolutely bananas. Blogs and websites that will publish your music. Like, I can't even remember everyone that's involved. And it's going up in 3 days. It's 85% off right now. It's only $47, but it is going to be more than $600 for you to have access to this for next year. Get it right now. It's 85% off. It's only $47, and you automatically get the 2023 versions. Okay. Okay, Music Observer says, I want to focus on booking shows after June because I have a challenge I'm doing, which is to mix and master and produce Record all my music. I'm on song 28 number now. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Make that music, man. Like, keep making music. You're gonna get better. You're gonna build that fan base. And if you guys know, what's his name? Who was the guy that put out a song every week for like a year? I can't even remember his name right now. I did something very similar to that. I'd put out about 2 or 3 songs a month. And guys, I got to the point where I was getting 10,000 listens a day, up to 10,000 listens a day off my original music. It was pretty amazing. Keep putting that music out. All right. For those of you that are just joining, if you DM me the word Christmas, you can get my list of 80 or more than 10,000 music industry contacts at 85% off. So again, it's only $47. It's nothing. Next year, it's going to be $600 for you to have access to this all year. It's booking agents, it's publishing companies. It is college radio stations that play your music on college radio. It is blogs and websites that will publish your music. It is a lot, guys. This is going to be awesome. Yes, Barn, it's Russ. That's exactly what we're talking about. And yes, Music Observer. That's exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about Russ. So Russ put out once a week. He put out a song, a new song every week. It wasn't until like he didn't make any money his first year, I think it was, and I don't remember the exact timeline, but it was like after he put out like a zillion songs, like, and it was a lot, and he just kept it. He was consistent, and he was making all these songs in his like family's basement. Like it was, he had a story, you know. Now he's one of the biggest independent artists in the world. Like he signed a huge deal. I think it was with Columbia. I can't remember exactly, so don't quote me. But he did like a huge deal where it was like a $12 million deal, and he retained most of the ownership of his songs. And that's unheard of. Usually you have to give up on ownership, you have to give up publishing, but that's because he didn't need them. He didn't need them because he's already making a ton of money. So he had a lot of negotiating power. So for you as an artist, you ask yourself, so many artists are so worried about, hey, I'm going to get a record deal and they're going to rip me off. Well, yeah, of course they are. They're taking all the risk. They're spending all the money. They have all the resources. They're going to have to take the majority of what you make for them to get their money back. I'm not even mad at them for that. In fact, I'm mad at you for not having anything to offer them. Be mad at yourself because you're going, man, I'm living in a world where I have every possibility of building my own business as a music artist. This is the single best time for you to be an independent musician where you can make great money. And where you, when you sit at a table with someone who, like a record label or somebody that wants to take ownership of your songs, you can say, hey, that's great, but how about this? And then they're going to actually consider to take less because they know you're bringing something to the table. If all you're bringing to the table is good music, you're asking to be in the music business. If you're in the music business, if you're not bringing any business, it doesn't matter about the music you're bringing in. I want you guys to really consider this because it's kind of like having like a really great recipe. Like let's say I have a really great recipe for like lasagna. Can you just make lasagna and sit at home and wait for people to come buy your lasagna? If you have the best lasagna recipe in the world, does that mean you're going to have a successful restaurant? It doesn't, because you're talking about opening a business. So if you want to have an Italian restaurant, you got to have real estate, you got to have capital, you got to have employees, you got to have licenses, you got to have marketing and advertising, you got to have so many things, you got to have menus, you got to have ovens, you got to have all kinds of things, right? Just because you have the best lasagna in the world doesn't mean you're going to be successful in the business. And it doesn't mean you deserve to. Nobody owes you anything. It's the same thing in the music business. You could be the best singer in the world, but if you're wanting to be in the music business, nobody owes you anything at all. They don't owe you anything. They don't owe you shit. And for you to think that they do is crazy, and it's not going to help you. Because if you're asked to be in the music business, there's two different sides of things. There's the music. And if you just want this to be a hobby, then great. Don't worry about the business. But most of you guys aren't here for that. Most of you want to get paid. A lot of you guys are talented, man. Like, how does it feel to turn on the radio and hear the people on the radio and you're like, these people don't even have half the talent that some of you guys have. But that's because they're treating their business like a business. They're treating their music like a business. They're taking the steps that are required for them to build a profitable business. You're in business, and what that means is you're in music for profit. If you're in music for profit, it requires a different mentality, right? And someone earlier asked, hey, Christine, how'd you do multiple 7 figures in the music industry? It was by not focusing on one thing. I really diversified my income. I was booking shows. I was recording music. I was doing cover songs and original music. I was writing. I was performing at weddings. I got CDs manufactured. I made t-shirts. I made flyers. I did live streams. I got my music on movies and film. I was performing at festivals. I got booking agents. I did so many different things. I didn't rely on one thing. That's how I did so well, because when one thing wasn't doing well, I focused on something else. When I was doing tons of shows and COVID hit, I started doing live streams and I started doing other things. And then I got into teaching. And then I did another 7 figures in teaching, which was really cool. A lot of people guys don't know you could do that. A lot of people think that in music, you can only do so many things. You can do so much, guys. You have to commit yourself to taking the steps necessary to focus on it as a business and not just a hobby, which many of you are guilty of. And don't worry, I was guilty of it too, so don't feel bad. Because it's fun. It's fun. It's easy to get stuck on the fun part of it, right? Late night studios, parties, hanging out. Like it's easy to get stuck on that stuff, but it gets tiring after a while. So if you are just joining, DM me the word Christmas. You get 85% off 10,000 music industry contacts, including booking agents. These are the people that will book you for paid shows. Like when I tell you guys about diversifying your income, one good booking agent booked me more than $650,000 worth of paid shows. It was insane. $650,000. One agent. We give you a list of almost 900 of them. You just need one of them to like you. That's all. And it could change your life, okay? You get all these booking agents, you get our list of college radio stations. A lot of you guys don't know college radio stations are the only radio stations that openly invite independent artists and want to play music from independent artists. So you get hundreds and hundreds of college radio stations. You also get our list of festivals that pay artists to perform, which is amazing, right? Festivals are an incredible way for you to build your fan base and get on stage in front of a ton of people that have never heard your music before. You also get our list of publishing companies. Publishing companies can get your music on movies and film. And those can pay you anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars and can give you ongoing checks. My brother just came in. So they can give you ongoing checks. And a lot of you guys, what you guys don't know is the way that works is like, imagine if you were like the people from like, you got your music on like Friends, right? You know, where everybody knows your name. Those people get reoccurring checks like forever. So the moment that they got their music on Friends one time, they literally get paid forever, which is amazing. That means you made the song once and you got your music placed once, yet you continue to create reoccurring checks. That's passive income as an artist. So it's a really, really great opportunity. So if you DM me the word Christmas, you get a list of all these opportunities. So you get all the music industry contacts, publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. You get the booking agents, festivals that pay artists to perform, college radio stations that can play your music, and blogs and websites that will publish your music. So it's insane. All right, let me see if I got questions here. I got Facebook and YouTube over here, and I got Instagram over here. So I'm going to check on Facebook and YouTube. All right. Raz X says, hey, how can I get a steady fan base? I'm an indie hip hop artist on the other ground. I've been grinding for about 6 years now. That's a great question. So this is what I recommend. Build an email list. Stop sending people to your Spotify. And there's my brother, by the way. Yeah, point at them and point in the Instagram too, so they can see you.
Oh,
look, you got a point right here. Stop sending your people to to Spotify. Stop sending them to streaming platforms where you can't gather their information. The problem is the moment that they go to your Spotify, you get paid a fraction of a penny. A fraction of a penny. It's terrible. Whereas if you get their email address, guess what? You can say, hey, if you like my music, buy my album from me. And now you're getting $20 from one person instead of having to get like 1,000 people to stream your music and make the exact same amount of money. Do you think it's easier to get like 20,000 people to listen to your music and stream it? Or is it easier to sell like one album? Do the math. It's way easier to sell one album. So my point being is build your when you build your fan base, get an email list, talk to them, respond to them, do live streams. Like, don't just wait for them to find you. Go to their Instagrams and Facebooks and comment and show that you are a genuinely nice person. That goes such a long way. So don't just wait for people to find you. A lot of people just wait around it, or they buy some ads on YouTube and they think that that's going to change your life. All right, cool. So those are my Facebook. Okay, so let me see if I got questions here in Instagram Live. For those of you that are here, DM me the word music or Christmas. If you just literally go to my DM and you DM me Christmas, you'll get my list of music industry contacts. So DM me the word Christmas and you'll get a list of booking agents, publishing companies that get your music on movies and film, college radio stations that'll play your music, festivals that pay artists to perform, so many different things. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if there's questions in here, guys. Ruckman's letter says smart advice by this cute mommy. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'll take that. Let's see here. See if there's other questions here. Independent by Design says she's not lying. No, I'm telling the truth. Music Observer says I'll be right back. No problem. King Solomon says I've been trying to get in contact with you. DM me. I'm right here, brother. So easy. Let me see. See if there's questions, guys. Sublime says, when you pay $27, I love this question. Is it a guarantee that you'll get a booking? So he's asking, if I pay you $27 to get your book of booking agents, is it guaranteed that I'll get a booking? Hell no, it isn't. What if you suck? I can't guarantee that you're going to get booked. That's not my job, right? My job is I can connect you with booking agents, but if you suck, it is not my fault. Let's say you're looking for a job and I'm like, yo, Kentucky Fried Chicken is hiring. And if you go to Kentucky Fried Chicken and they don't hire you, is that my fault? Are you going to be mad at me? No, that is your fault. Okay. So let's just start there. Now, if you are good, let's say you're exactly what they're looking for. But you send them the wrong stuff. Let's say you send them like a long essay and 50 links to your videos. That's also going to keep you from getting booked. So what I include when you get my lists, like let's say you get my list of booking agents today. In the beginning, I have a list of all the things that you need to send to them, what to say and then what not to say. So I actually have a list of like a tutorial of like, hey, this is the type of video that you send them. This is the promo video. And I also give you an email template of exactly what to say and what not to send. Like I'll give you an example. Never send attachments. Never, ever at any point send attachments. Don't send songs that are attached to the email. Don't send videos that are attached to the email. And the reason being is you don't want people to have to download all your stuff. Imagine they get 100 applications each day and they're having to download 100 different people's music. They're going to hate everybody. So don't do that. Don't ever send attachments. Instead, you send links. You send links to like a video and only send like 1 or 2. You don't send a lot. Okay. You do not send a lot of links. Do not do it. Don't send them a Dropbox to 100 songs that you made and a long biography about where you were born and how your mama dressed you funny and how you grew up, and your grandma thought you were such a great singer and, you enjoy walks on the beach. Don't do that. Okay. I include exactly what to say and what not to say. Okay. So just follow the instructions. Okay. So DM me the word Christmas to get those lists. King Solomon says, what if someone wanted to hire you for business? Just DM me. It just depends. So DM me and we can chat. Supernova says, shout out from New York. I love New York. New York City is my favorite city in the world. Music Observer says I copy and paste mine. Yep. And that's the thing. Like I include an email, like literally you can copy and paste it. It says like, hi, I'm Christine Morel. So you would put your name. Hi, I'm Sublime Kazoo, right? And then I say, I make this style of music. So you would insert your style of music. Like it's very simple. You keep it very, very simple. You might include who some of your influences are. Like my music sounds like blah, blah, blah. I specialize in blah, blah, blah. If you'd like to check me out, here's a link to my promo video and my website. Maybe 2 links. That is all. It's not a lot. All right, cool. All right, let me see if I have. Roz X says, okay, thanks. Great info. Awesome. Awesome. So I'm here, guys. We're still doing an Ask Me Anything session. So if you guys, we're just talking about how to build a music career going into 2023. If you guys know my background is I've done about 2,500 shows on 6 continents. I specialize in teaching independent artists how to make money. I don't teach you how to be famous. I teach you how to make money even if you're not famous. There's a lot of people that don't know how to do that. We got my brother in the background. What up, bro? It's my brother. You can't really see him because it's dark over here. But Sublime, what kind of music do you make? Because really what you would do is you would just like, are there places that you go, like, let's say you go to different shows and they play your style of music, find out who the booking agent is, right? Find out who that is. So you can like look locally, but also, let me see. I see a few questions coming in here. Music Observer says, I see as if I'm talking to myself without feeling like anyone owes me anything. Yes, That's how I am. Like nobody owes you anything. The moment you feel like people owe you something just for being talented, or you let your ego get in the way, like everything doesn't work out for you. Music is a very humbling career to be in because the majority of people don't like you. The majority of people don't like your music. The majority of people don't want to hire you. So you have to be willing to keep going and just know that, hey, maybe after I ask 30 people, one person's going to book me. But guess what? That one person that books you might book you twice a month for a show for the rest of the year. So now you have 2 shows. Now you can just book 24 shows all at once. But if you're worried about getting a million people to like you, that's going to be hard. But I always tell everyone I had one booking agent. That one booking agent booked me $650,000 worth of shows, just one. If one booking agent likes you, wouldn't that change your life? Like that's a lot of money. So, and even in the list that we give you, so if you DM me the word Christmas, I send you an opportunity to get, it's like 896 booking agents. You don't need 896 booking agents. I send you that many because sometimes it takes that many emails to send out for you to get one to like you. But all you need is one to like you, and you could be making thousands of dollars a year from that one music contact. So just really focus on that it's really a numbers game. It's not about getting everyone to like you. 1% of 1,000 people, let's say 1%, let's say, there's that concept of 100 fans, right? If you have 100 fans that spend or 1,000 fans, how many of you guys in this room right now know that your music is good enough to where maybe 1,000 people in this whole world, right, out of the billions of people that are here, 1,000 people like your music enough to buy an album, maybe a t-shirt, maybe come to a show. That's it, right? Spend about $100. So if you have 1,000 people in the world that like your music enough just to download your album, come to a show, maybe buy a t-shirt while at the show. Do you know how much money you make off those 1,000 people? You'll make 6 figures. It's $100,000. It's $100,000. You only need 1,000 people. This is a concept of the fact that you don't have to be famous. You don't have to have a huge TikTok following. You don't have to have a huge YouTube following. You don't have to have a huge Spotify following. If you have 1,000 people that are willing to just buy your album offline and come to a show, when they're at your show, buy something from you, you're making $100,000. And I know most of you in here got talent. Do you think it's that hard to have 1,000 people in the world like your music enough? It is not that hard. You do got to be good, but you don't even got to be that good. But you do have to do it, and you do have to try, and you do have to attempt it. And some of you guys aren't willing to do the work. And if you're not willing to do the work, you're just going to sit back and post your music on YouTube and hope the magic fairy comes and grants you a music career. Chances are that's not going to happen for you. So you got to be very proactive in your music career. Okay. So if you're just joining, DM me the word Christmas, you get 85% off music industry contacts. So you can be proactive, like I'm just telling you right now. So you can go get a booking agent. So you start booking shows at festivals. If you DM me the word Christmas, I automatically send you a link to give you more than 15,000 music industry contacts at 85% off. So it's only $47 right now. It will be more than $600 for you to have access to this all next year. So you have to buy within the next 3 days. I think you have 72 hours left. So you should do it now so you don't do this later. It's going to be really expensive later. All right, cool. So I'm seeing some other questions here. Give me just 1 second, guys. Let me take a drink. All right. Tobias says, I asked, has your booklet and contacts been updated in the last 2 years? Ever from 2 years ago, but I needed to get an updated list. Yes, it has been. So we update it every single year, Tobias. But not only that, when you purchase it today, it's $47, right? You get the 2023 versions for free. So when the 2023 versions come in, you get them for free, so you don't have to buy them again. So you're already saving. Like I said, if you join next year and you want to get these lists, all these lists to have access to next year is going to be $600. $600. So get it right now. It's only $47. Okay, and you get the 2023 versions. So DM me the word Christmas, and you get that link automatically. Okay. Julian says, should I sign to a major label? Well, it just depends. It depends on the deal. That's like saying, should I get married? It's very vague. Well, not if you're going to marry an asshole, right? If you're marrying someone great, then get married. If you're marrying an asshole, don't get married. It's the same thing with a record deal. It's a marriage, it's the same thing. If you're doing business with somebody that's, great, then awesome. But if you're not, then it's terrible, right? Ice Blue says, should I slow down my mixes? It just depends. I mean, if your mixes are awesome, slowed down, then do it. If it's not awesome, slowed down, then don't do it. Again, it's kind of one of those questions that it just depends. Music Observer says, I'm at least better than these SoundCloud rappers. Hey, then you better be putting out your music. Because I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how good you are, right? You got to be doing the work to build the business. Because I bet you are. I trust you. Trust that you are. But you have to be taking steps to build your business if you want to be successful in the music business. All right, let's see here. Supernova says, my songs are between reggaeton, romantic trap, sounds like a mixture of Ozuna, Eladio Carrion, and J Balvin. Okay. Awesome. Super dope. Then if your music is, I was working with a reggaeton artist who's literally, and get this, he's performing at retirement communities and getting paid like $300 or $400 a show right now at retirement communities. A lot of people don't know that. You'd be working at retirement communities making $300 or $400 a show. Go do it. And he does reggaeton. And he's like so hyped too. He's like one of those guys that like jump on tables and like dance and sing. And super, super dope. So, all right. Tobias says, will do. Thank you so much. And you're extremely knowledgeable. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Perfect. All right. We're doing an Ask Me Anything. So basically what that means is you can ask me anything. We're talking about building a music career in 2023. So you guys have any questions about how to do that? Let's go. We're talking about booking shows. We're talking about how to get your music on movies and film. We're talking about how to get a booking agent. We're talking about how to do a lot of different things. All right, let's see here. All right, see if there's any questions here. Mark says, I just bought your festival's book this morning. It was exactly what I was looking for. Awesome. And Mark, when you get the list, make sure at the beginning, I have a list of how to, exactly what to do and how to like reach out to the festivals, exactly what to say, all of those things. So definitely read all those things. All right, perfect. All right, let me see if you guys have any other questions in here. Okay, perfect. If you, Shorty says, do you get a lot of requests for female DJs? What do you mean? Like, am I trying to book female DJs? Or there's my brother. He's heading out, guys. Say bye to my brother. Bye. He'll be back a little later. I'm going to stay on here for a little while longer with you guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Once again, DM me the word Christmas. You get 85% off 10,000 music industry contacts, including publishing companies, booking agents, festivals that book paid shows, college radio stations that can play your music on colleges, at colleges, and oh gosh, websites and blogs that can publish your music. So many amazing things. Everyone's saying bye, brother. Awesome. Ciao. All right, perfect. All right, we're going to be on here just for a little while longer with you guys. I am just answering questions for y'all. I just want to say that I think it's really awesome that a lot of you have been here for a while. I think it's awesome that you're here asking questions. I think the majority of people wouldn't do that. A lot of people are just waiting around for like their music career to happen for them. They're waiting around for some miracle to happen, and you guys are actually here being proactive. So I'm going to say that I have so much respect for each of you. And I think that this is the difference between successful artists and not successful artists. It's usually not talent, okay? Because the most talented person doesn't win. It's the person who wants it more. It's the person who's willing to do the work. It's the person who's willing to make sacrifices. That's the person that wins. Lana Rose says, is it possible to start career places like Australia or England and find booking agents there? Absolutely. Just Google booking agents in Australia. Look up the cities. Look up, it's very simple. It's literally just, hey, if you're in Melbourne, type in booking agencies, wedding agencies, DJ agencies in Melbourne. And you're going to find a bunch that pop up. It's that simple. Okay. Music Observer says, I just need more money. Isn't that everybody though? Music Observer, come on now. I just need more money. That's all. Well, you got to just do a little bit more work then, don't you? All right. Coach Ismail says, I'll be starting music again for this year. Not a popular gente, but I'm hopeful to start as a hobby and maybe make something of it. Awesome. That's so incredible. I'm excited for you. You're going to get so good. Like the moment you realize that you're good, it's so awesome to finally start getting paid from it. It's really, really an awesome feeling. And that's really what I'm here for. I'm really here to show you guys how to get paid from it. Because like I've said, did multiple 7 figures as an independent artist. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't hard. You just have to make the right choices. It's about time. It's about investing. It's about staying persistent. It's about staying committed. It's about doing a little bit every single day, even if it's only 20 minutes that you have. It's about doing it every single day. And that's what I was saying. Like, if you like, I'll give you an example. Okay. If you DM me the word Christmas, right? I send you these lists. So if you DM me the word Christmas, I send you these lists to booking agents that can book you for paid shows. I send you a list of festivals that can, book you for shows at festival. I send you a list of, music publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. I send you college radio stations that'll play your music. I send you all those things. But let's say you do nothing with the lists. Let's say you just let them sit there and you go, I'll get to it tomorrow. I'm busy today. And then the next day comes and you go, I'll get to it tomorrow. The next day comes. You're never going to get anywhere. You have to commit yourself to doing it. You have to commit yourself to doing it. Let's say you only have 20 minutes a day. Like I'm telling you guys, you don't need a lot. 20 minutes a day, you could send like 30 emails. You could send 30 emails to 30 different publishing companies and send them a DM on Instagram, right? To make sure that they get you. Because I always tell everyone, send them an email and DM them, okay? Do both. Or if they have a website, go to their website and contact them on their form, right? 30 emails a day. If you have some good music, you are going to start getting responses. So I know some of you have jobs, you're tired. You have kids, you're tired. I get it. I have a 3-year-old. I do a lot of things. I have a few different businesses now. But 20 minutes at anything a day, oh my God, your life will change. Imagine 30 emails. If you got good music, if 30 different college radio stations a day got your music as a submission, do you feel confident that at least one of them might play your record? The answer is yes. But you got to do the work. That's really all it is. You just have to be willing to do the work because they need music. They need your songs. They need all of it. But if you're not willing to do the work, they're never going to hear you. And if they don't ever hear you, then there's no chance that they're going to play your music. There's no chance that they're going to book you. There's no chance that a booking agent is going to start booking you for shows if they don't know you exist. There's no way that a festival is going to start booking you for a show if they don't know you exist. There's no way that a publishing agent is going to start booking you on movies and film if they don't know you exist. Do you see what I'm saying? You have to say, hi, I'm here. I'm available. I'm focused. I want to do this. Because I'm going to tell you something else. There's plenty of great singers out there that don't make music. The fact that someone might even hear you and go, okay, they're pretty good, but they make some great music. Maybe they're not even the best singer, but they make some great music. I like these songs and they sound like they could be on a movie. So they're a really great songwriter. Now they know you exist. They know that you're professionally making music all the time. So they know that they can reach out to you and ask you, hey, do you have any new music? I'm putting music on a movie right now. I'd love to hear your music right now. Anything new that you have. Whereas if someone's just a singer sitting around, they don't have time to be looking up #singer on Instagram, trying to find new people. They don't have time. That's why you have to reach out to them. You have to be proactive. Stop waiting for people to reach out to you and start reaching out to them. Okay. So if you DM me the word Christmas, those are the people that you need to reach out to. Okay. It's 85% off right now. It's $47. It will be $600. You'll have access to these next year for $600. It's a lot of money. So if you DM me now, if you DM me Christmas, you get it for $47. Okay. So I'm here doing an Ask Me Anything. If you guys have any questions, I'm looking here. Coach Ismail said, I'm in Mexico. Do you still recommend pursuing in the US? Great question. I love this question. So if you're in Mexico, do you still recommend pursuing the US? Yes, absolutely. So I'll tell you why. Coach Ismail, do you have original music? Do you write? What is it that are you a producer? Because if so, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. Movies don't care. If they need good music, are they going to say, oh my God, that song would have been perfect for this scene. But you know what? This guy's from Mexico. We don't want his music. No, they don't care. They just listen to the song and they go, is this great music? Does this fit the part of the movie where the main, villain dies? Yes, if it does, that's all that matters. So yes, no matter where you are in the world, you can benefit from these lists. So, all right, let me see if there's other questions in here. Great. That's a really great question. Jean Carlos says your hair looks so cool. Thanks. I appreciate that. I'll take it. All right, guys, DM me the word. I got Facebook and YouTube over here. So if you guys have questions here, let me know. And I got Instagram over here, Instagram Live. So I'm like going back and forth. So if you guys have questions for me, let me know. We're doing a Ask Me Anything. Basically ask me anything about how to build your career in 2023. I'm going to be off of this very soon. So Coach Ismail said that makes sense. I write and make the music, and I can write in English and Spanish. Thanks for the answer. Awesome. Incredible. So you know what you want to do? Keep playlists. So I have a playlist that has your English music and a playlist that has your Spanish music, and then separate it also. Like if you guys plan on submitting your music to like movies and films and commercials and stuff like that, the worst thing that you can do is send like an email and then send like attachments. First of all, never send attachments. But the second worst thing that you can do is send like a Dropbox folder with like hundreds of songs. So if I know that's probably confusing because you're like, well, how am I supposed to send them my music? What you want to do is you want to create SoundCloud playlists, and you want to include like, this is just the most easy way to do this. Okay. Is just create playlists and separate it by like sound. Like let's say it was like heartbreak music, ballads, right? Heartbreak ballads or love ballads. So they know if there's a part of the movie where someone's getting married and they want to play a love ballad, they know that they can go to your playlist and that you have all the songs that you've ever made of love ballads and they can find it there. Do that, right? And then let's say you just play like dance music about living your life, right? So then you can have a playlist that says happy dance music. And maybe there's a part in the movie where people are dancing at a club and they're living their life. They're living their best life. Well, now they know when they go to your SoundCloud, they see a SoundCloud playlist that says happy dance music. Do you know how much more chances you have now of getting in their movies and film than you did before? Because before, what if they had to listen to 30 songs before they ever got to a love ballad? And that's what they were looking for, was a love ballad. Do you think they're going to listen to 30 songs before they get to that love ballad? They're not. So you need to help them make their job easier because they don't have time to be listening to everybody's music. They just want you to keep it organized for them. So when you reach out to these publishing companies, when you reach out to these music supervisors, their job is to get your music on movies and film, but their job is not to sit there and listen to every song you ever made. Make it as easy as possible for them. And also, if you just DM me that word Christmas, I'll send you the link to the list of those music publishing companies. I think we have 1,798 music publishing companies that can get your music on movies, film, commercials, TV shows, all of those things. So it's pretty freaking awesome. All right, let's see here. I'm going to see if we have questions coming in. If you guys are just joining, DM me the word Christmas. You get 85% off. Music industry contacts, publishing companies, booking agents, festivals that pay artists to perform. It's incredible. All right, let's see here. I have a question here. Someone said, should I pay a fee to get my songs played on the radio, which I've done in the past? I was told by another artist before that I should never pay for radio play. So Roz X, it's actually illegal. So don't do that. It's called payola. If you pay to get on the radio, you are doing something illegal. So never do that. So there's your answer. Okay. And you could get in a lot of trouble. Mark Greenewalt said, will sync companies still consider your songs if you've released them through DistroKid to Spotify? Yes, of course. Sync companies don't care if your music's released. Doesn't matter. But the other thing, Roz, though, great, keep in mind, okay? Yeah, it's like Google payola. You do not want to get in trouble for payola. It's illegal. It's illegal for the people to be accepting money from you too. So don't do that. But there's a way around it. College radio. Reach out to college radio stations. You don't need to pay them, okay? Don't pay them. You get in trouble. But college radio stations love independent music. They love to play music from independent artists. So, and if you already got my list of music industry contacts, I include all of the college radio stations. Those are who you're going to want to reach out to. Okay, I hope that helps. Yeah, absolutely. No problem. I may have saved you some heavy fines just now. All right, awesome. Eyes Blue says, thank you for that information. Absolutely. All right, let's see if there's questions in here. Hello from the Howlin' Roosters. Oh, I love that. Southern California punk rock and roll band. Okay, you're like a mutt. You're all kinds of different things mixed into one. I want to hear what you sound like. Jean Carlos says, Christine, do you have your music in movies, TV, and radio? So I have had my music on commercials. I've had my music on radio. I've had my music on, I just charted on iTunes. So I just charted number 48 in pop and number 8 in Latin. I have Spotify plaques. I've done some cool stuff, but I don't do music full time anymore. In fact, I hardly ever do music now. I'm full time doing what I do now. I full time help other artists now. So 99% of my time goes into booking artists, teaching. I do events. I held 3 big events this year. I was thinking about that today. I held a huge conference at the beginning of this year with all kinds of record labels. Oh my God, it was amazing. I held my birthday party in West Hollywood with tons of record labels, which was amazing. I partnered with Hollywood Music and Media Awards. We did a huge award show where I recognized artists. It's freaking amazing, so amazing. And I'm looking at doing some other really fun events next year. So gotten to do some really cool things. But yeah, I focus mainly now on working with other artists. But yeah, I've gotten my music on. One of the funniest things I always like to share is Playboy took one of my songs. So I always tell everyone, I'm like, I was in Playboy. And everyone's like, oh, I'm like, it's not how you think. It was just one of my songs. Okay. But I made you look, right? So yes, I've had my music on different cool things. Househead Speaks says, I got your list. Thanks for the prompt response. Absolutely. Don't forget to check the tutorials. Okay, at the beginning, I say exactly what to say. Actually, so when you get my list, again, I give you like at the beginning of the list, I say exactly what to say and how to reach out to the people. Okay, so if you're reaching out to festivals, I cover what to say. I actually have an email template that you can copy and paste. I have a tutorial on how to make a promo video, like all that's included. Okay, so definitely watch those, because even if you're amazing, if you send the wrong material, like I'll give you an example, like one thing you never want to do not send attachments. Don't send a video attached to an email. Don't send songs attached to an email. They're not going to open them most likely because they get so many other submissions. They can't keep downloading songs and videos from people's emails. Like that's a big no-no, right? Don't do that. So that's why I tell everyone, like, make sure to read my tutorials at the beginning. Instead of sending attachments, you want to send links. Send a link to like one promo video, maybe your website. That's it. Don't send a million other things. Okay? They don't have time. They don't have time to be going through your whole history of your life as a musician. Househead Speaks says, what do you write to booking agents? That's exactly what I cover in the list. So you already got the list, so it's there, but just in case for you guys watching. Like I said, once again, send them one link to a promo video where you're performing, and usually it should only be like 2 or 3 minutes long. It should be like maybe 30 seconds of each, maybe 20 seconds even of each performance, so that they can see you performing. And then in the email, say your name, what you specialize in, what do you do? Do you sing? Do you play the piano? Are you a producer? What do you do? And then say what you specialize in. Hey, I specialize in dance music. I get people to sing along and have an amazing time. Or hey, I specialize in jazz music. I'm really great at like a jazz bar. Like, what is it that you do? Talk about what you sound like. Are there other artists you can compare yourself to? And then you just say, here's a couple links to what I do. Check me out. Let me know if you'd like to talk further. And then you can follow up with them like a week later. I also recommend following up with them on like social media and other ways. So I definitely recommend that. Househead Speaks says, what about my Reverb Nation? You could. Reverb Nation's an easy EPK, but it depends. You don't want to use the same EPK for 2 different things. Like let's say you're sending to record labels. Well, to a record label, you might be sending them your music videos. But if you're trying to book shows, you don't want to be sending your music videos to a booking agent. So make sure you're very aware of what you're sending. Because like, you don't want someone that books cruise lines, and they need to see what you look like performing, but you've sent them the same EPK that you sent to record labels that has like music videos. Well, a music video, we all know you can auto-tune that. We all know you can edit it in creative ways. You can Photoshop your face. Like you can do all those things. But live performances, if you're trying to get a booking agent, they need to know what you actually sound like. So be very aware of, hey, am I sending the right stuff to these people? Okay, cool. Seeing if there's other questions in here. We're doing an Ask Me Anything session if you've just joined. Just awesome and fun. Let me know if you have any questions about building your music career in 2023. And while you're here, DM me the word Christmas. You get access to a list. It's 85% off of more than 10,000 music industry contacts, booking agents, publishing agents, music supervisors that give music on movies and film, and all these amazing opportunities, okay? College radio stations that will play your music on college, in their colleges, which is amazing because there's like sometimes thousands of college students that have never heard your music, that suddenly you get your music in front of them. It's awesome, okay? So DM me the word Christmas. All right, cool. If you guys have any questions here, King says, if you're already in music and know what to do, how about you manage me I make country and rock and roll music. I don't manage. I don't ever manage artists. Okay. And I'm not saying that you're probably not awesome, because you're probably incredible, but I have no interest in managing artists whatsoever. So I am all about you doing the work, you being an independent. For me, I've I've traveled the world, done 2,500 shows on 6 continents. I don't have a manager. So I'm more about like, how do you make money as an independent? That's what I love. I like to do whatever I want. I don't like to give anybody my money. I don't like for anybody to tell me what to do. I don't like nothing. And for you guys, I always like for people to have options. So for you, if you'd like, to get a manager or something, go out and do it. Um, I'm not the person to do that. I don't even have a manager, so I don't really want to manage anybody. Danger says, what percentage of people get hired from your book? That's a great question. Well, it depends. I got that question answered earlier, or asked earlier, where someone said, hey, Christine, if I get your book, are you guaranteeing that I'm going to get booked? No, because if you suck, you're not going to get booked. It's all about you guys. Like, this is what you have to take responsibility for yourself, for the results that you get in your life. Okay. If you guys come to me and you say, Christine, I want to get a job. And I'm like, cool. You know what? There's a job fair. Go to the job fair. There's like 10 different companies looking for jobs. And you guys go to the job fair and you don't get a job. Is that my fault? It's not. It's your fault, right? You need to go and you need to make sure that you show up with your resume. You got to show up and make sure you're dressed right. You got to show up and make sure you're applying to positions that you actually qualify for. Like, those are very, very important. Okay. So my job is just to be the connection between an independent artist and music industry professionals. So I just give you the connection. What you do with it is all on you. So no, there's no guarantees, just like there's no guarantees in life. Okay. There are no guarantees in life. Except that you're going to die, right? That's it. So as you join anything that I do, I have no guarantees with that. All I can do is guarantee that if you don't take action in your music career, then you're going to stay exactly where you are right now. And if you're happy with exactly where you are right now, then kudos to you. Keep doing that. But if you're not, then you got to do something different if you want a different result. So my job here, all that I've done is I've put together a list of more than 10,000 music industry contacts to try to help some of you that are super talented and willing to do the work, and connect you with booking agents, and connect you with festivals that pay artists to perform, connect you with music publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film, to connect you with college radio stations that play music from independent artists. That's my job. I'm like the job fair for musicians. Okay. I'm just holding the job fair. Here's the job fair. Here's a bunch of opportunities. Go out and prosper, my friend. But your job is to be awesome. Your job is to make good music. Your job is to create a great electronic press kit. Your job is to email them. Your job is to follow up with them. Your job is to DM them on social media. That's your job. You got to do all that. Okay. You got to do the work, and that's just life. And if you don't want to do the work, then go get a regular job. Okay. Because music industry is not for the weak. Music industry, everybody wants to be in the music industry. And if you're not willing to do the work, then someone else is. And even if they're not as talented as you are, they're going to get the gigs, and they're going to get the jobs on stage, and they're going to get the studio sessions, and they're going to get the record deal, and they're going to get the whatever else it is. They're going to get all that stuff. And you're not going to get it, even though you're more talented than they are, but only because you're not willing to do the work. And that sucks. So if you're talented and you're willing to do the work, man, you can accomplish anything. But don't be mad when you turn the radio on and someone's on the radio and you're like, they suck. They're not even good. Well, guess what? They did the work. They went out and they made the contacts. They sat in the studio. They spent the money. They did whatever it is that they needed to do. So you can't hate on them. Instead, learn from them. See, if that person can do that and they have this much talent, take it as something to get inspired by. Because if they can do that and they have this much talent, then what can I do when I have this much talent, right? I got way more talent than them. So get happy about it. Don't get mad. Say, oh my gosh, look at the possibility. Like, that person's touring and doing amazing things. I can do that. If they can do that and they can't even sing, then imagine what you can do if you can sing, or you can rap, or you can write, or you can whatever it is that you do. Okay. So great question. If you guys are just joining, DM me the word Christmas. You get my list of publishing companies that can get your music on movies, booking agents that can book you paid shows, college radio stations that'll play your music, festivals that will book you. Well, that will book you, that love to book independent artists. They'll book you if you're good. They'll book you if you're awesome. They'll book you if you know how to put on a good show, right? So yeah, DM me the word Christmas, and you get 85% off that list of contacts. All right, let me see if there's questions here. Danger says, "LOL, thank you for the honesty." I gotta be honest, man. I'm not gonna not gonna lie to you, right? Art Show says, "Peace to the Queen. I hope all is well. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate you. Respect on the honesty. Awesome." Goss says, "Prosper, my friend." Let's see. No Love Lost says, "I know you're busy, but I'm still waiting for a response from August." Did you DM us? What did you do? What was, if you're here right now, I'm here with you right now, so I can give you a response right now. So I don't know where you emailed us. I don't know where you DM'd me. If you DM'd me here, I get about 400 messages a day. Like we get so many emails and messages, guys. That's why I do these lives, because I want to talk to the people that are serious. The DMs, it's my virtual assistant. My assistant goes through those because there's no way I could read all of them. If you guys are here with me right now, I know you're serious. Ask me any questions that you have right here, so I can give you a response now. Mario says, "Plays Iggy Azalea's work. You're so funny." All right, cool. I'm seeing if there's other questions. So yeah, let me know what your question is. No Love says, "When should I expect a response?" Expect a response right now. What's your question? Send me your question right now. Duffy says, "Do I just DM you?" No, I'm right here. Ask me your question right now. What's your question? I'm right here, guys. That's why I'm here live. If you DM me, it depends, guys. It depends on what you're asking. If you're asking me to like check out your music and all that stuff, I get like 300 or 400 requests a day. So no, I can't. I can't do it. I physically can't do it. But if you have questions about certain things, I have an assistant that goes through the DMs. But that's why I do these lives, because I know that serious people are proactive and they take certain decisions in their life to pursue their music career. That's why I'm here with you guys. I'm doing this for free. I'm answering any questions that you guys have for free, because I know the serious people are here. Okay. No Love says, "Okay, so how can I get a definite response to get the book? I was trying to sign up for the Hawaii trip, but got stuck." Okay, what do you mean? What'd you do? Did you apply for the Hawaii trip? Because if you applied for the Hawaii trip, let me know. Are you talking about the bookings that I was doing for the singer available? So let me know exactly what that is, because I'm not sure exactly what you're saying. Duffy says, "I want to get started." What do you want to get started in? Got to be more specific, guys. I can't help you if you just say, "I want to get started." That's like saying, "I want to be successful." You say, "I want to be successful." What do you mean? What do you want to do? Happy to help you, but I got to know more specifics. "I would like to purchase the book and get my talent out there. I'm getting old. I'm 30 now." Well, that's easy, love. Just text me Christmas. I'll send you a link. You can get the book. Is that your question? Because if that's your question, then we got you. Just DM me Christmas. I'm assuming you have another question, though, so ask me it. I'm here. Patty says, "What do I write to the music publishing agents for film?" Great question. So when you're sending your music to publishing agents, anybody that wants to get anybody that can get your music on movies and film, keep it really simple, right? "Hey, my name is Patty. I make everything from love ballads to hip hop instrumentals. I don't know what kind of music you make, right? But mention it and say, I saw that you get music on movies and film. I would love to send you a link to some of my playlists for you to check out. Please reach out to me if you'd like for me to send you more music." And then what you do is you send them a link to your SoundCloud, and on your SoundCloud, you want to include playlists. Don't send them a link to 1,000 songs that you have in a Dropbox folder, right? You want to have a link to like a playlist that says like love ballads. You want to have a playlist that says like upbeat dance music. You want to have like horror music, whatever style of music that you make, put them into separate playlists, because a music supervisor that's looking to place music on a movie or film, they don't want to listen to 40 of your random songs trying to find if you can write love ballads. They don't want to know that. But maybe they're at the part of the movie where the character is getting married to the love of their life and they just need a good love ballad. They don't have time to listen to all your music. So make sure to send them in a SoundCloud link. So I hope that helps, Patty. That's a really great question. Does a Spotify playlist work? I mean, are you going to make different Spotify playlists for all your styles of music? That means you'd only be able to share music that you've released on Spotify. What if you have music that you've created that you haven't released on Spotify yet? It's not ready for that, or you want to put on an album. I think SoundCloud's a much better option. So definitely, because you can, it's also when you make Spotify playlists, they're just out there in the world. Now you have your love ballads and it's weird, right? So SoundCloud's going to be easier way. You said, "Oh, that's true. Thank you." Yeah. So, because throughout the year, you're making other awesome music, right? You haven't released it yet. You can be getting paid for it already, which is awesome. So make sure to, SoundCloud's just easier way. And you can make the SoundCloud links, unlisted. Can't you still do that? I can't remember if you can, but just a great way for you to do it. So awesome. All right, I'm not going to be on here very much longer, guys. If you have any questions, ask me questions. That's what I'm here for. Okay, I'm here to answer any questions as you're going into the new year. I want you guys to book shows. I want you guys to make money. I want you to get your music on movies and film. And I selfishly want you to say, Christine, it's because of you. Because you know what? That feels good. I love when people get results. When you guys go, Christine, you're the best. I just booked my first show. I love that feeling. Okay, I want to help you guys. So ask me questions. I'm here to answer that. For those of you that haven't gotten my list yet, DM me the word Christmas and you get 85% off music industry contacts, blogs, websites that will publish your music, college radio stations that play music from independent artists, booking agents that book paid shows, festivals that pay artists to perform. Guys, it's pretty amazing. So let's see here. I'm seeing some questions coming in. How do I copyright my songs? Go to copyright.gov. It is that easy. Copyright.gov. That's how you copyright your music. Okay. Is it easy to book shows with original music? It is easy, but it's not easy to get paid. Okay. It's easy to book shows, but it's not just easy to get paid. So usually if you're doing original music, they require a couple things. They either require you to sell tickets. So you better have at least a small fan base, or they require you to guarantee a certain amount of money at the bar. Hey, we guarantee that we're going to sell at least $1,000 worth of food at the bar or alcohol at the bar. If you don't have a fan base, that's why I always tell everyone it's great to do cover songs at first, because then you don't have to guarantee anything. If you do cover songs, there's bars, restaurants, casinos, cruise ships that will pay you and pay you well. You can get paid 6 figures a year to sing cover songs while you're building your fan base and while you're working on that and while you're selling. You can be selling your original music, right? And you can still be performing your original music. You just intertwine it. Like you do some cover songs and then you go, by the way, does anyone hear my original music? And everyone's like, yeah, because they love you because you're playing their cover songs that they recognized. And then you do original music and they're like, hell yeah, right? So that's what I recommend for those of you that don't have a fan base. Those of you that don't have a fan base yet, the quickest way to make money in the music industry performing is through doing cover songs, because if not, you have to guarantee ticket sales, unless you don't mind. Like some of the first shows I ever did, I had to sell like 25 tickets for me to perform. And that sucks. Like I hate writing people and my friends and being like, please, 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 please join, please buy a ticket. I hate it. So I always say intertwine cover songs, because that's how you can guarantee that you'll get paid. Let's see here. Oh, hey, Eric, how you doing? I've been on here for a while. Okay. He says, lucky to be giving you all this amazing info for free. Dropping gold. Dropping gold. What? Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's see here. Lead me in the direction to get my music out. There's more. Where's the link? So Duffy, if you just DM me the word Christmas. So DM me the word Christmas and you'll automatically get a link. Okay. And I'm about to log off, guys. I'm going to stay on here like 5 more minutes. I'm getting off. Okay. So DM me the word Christmas and you'll get automatic link to the list of all the music industry contacts. It's 85% off right now. It's only $47. It is going to be, you're going to have access to it next year, but it's going to be $600. Don't do that. I'm here right now telling you don't do that. I make more money, yes, but like it's a lot for you guys to spend. Get it now. It's $47. It's 85% off. That's what happens when you take action. You get stuff for way cheaper and you're the first person in line, right? So definitely do it. All right, here goes. Mr. Fischel says, what is your name? My name's on top of the Instagram feed, homie. It's Christine Morel. It's right there. You're funny. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to be logging off. I've had a great time talking to you guys. Thank you for all of you that joined. Once again, if you've just joined me, there's so many musicians out there that aren't willing to take action. They're just sitting around creating music, posting it on YouTube, hoping that someone comes and changes their life. You guys didn't do that. You're here, you're watching, you're learning, you're asking questions. That's what's going to make you successful and make other people not successful. So kudos to you guys. Pat yourself on the back. You guys are awesome. Before I go, if you haven't already, DM me the word Christmas. You get the list. You get a link to my list of more than 10,000 music industry contacts, including booking agents, blogs, websites, college radio stations, festivals that pay artists to perform, publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film, all those types of things. So DM me that. DM me Christmas, and you'll get a link to that. You'll find testimonials. You'll find more information about it. You can also reach out to me and just ask questions. So if you have any questions about the lists, have any questions, maybe after you get the list, you have questions of what to do, DM me. Okay. We'll help you as much as we can. So already everybody, I hope that you have an amazing day. Happy holidays. Good luck to you guys all. I'll be going live again. Okay. I'll be going live again soon. So, All right. Have a great night, everyone. Bye. All right. We're going to end over here on Facebook. All right. Cool. I always have so many weird people on here. Okay. Let's see yours. All right. Let's do this. What do you think backing tracks for a solo artist versus doing all the music live? Mark said, it depends. If you're getting paid well and you have a band, for you to have all the music live, great. I love playing with a band. And this is for you, Mark. But sometimes if you don't have the money to pay a band, then play with tracks. So it just depends, right? Depends on the situation, depends on the budget. All right. Patricia says, I've been trying to buy this music contacts book, but my bank is having issues. Okay. Patricia, to which date do I have to buy this book resource? So you have 2 more days, but Patricia, just send me a message and we'll reach out. I'll see if we can reach out to you, but just send me a message that you're having trouble. And we could also do it like PayPal or something. We can figure out another way for you to purchase it so that you don't miss out on the special. Because if you wait, it's going to go up a lot. It's 85% off right now. Okay. So just send me a message, send me a DM and we'll, but don't comment on a picture or something. You need to send me a DM. Okay. Cause I get so many messages. I don't see comments. I don't see those things. DM me. And then that's how I can get that to you. All right, guys. I hope that you have a great night. It was nice seeing you all. Bye.